Welcome to Pontotoc, Mississippi for tonight's matchup between Pontotoc and Shannon. I'm Clint Gannon, joined alongside the Butcher, John Barnett. And John, it's a playoff matchup of epic proportions. Pontotoc and Shannon, both 2-2 in the division. The simple story is you win, you're in the postseason. And as a former Okolona chieftain, you understand the value of going to the postseason, what it takes to get there, and how do you do it. Talk about what this game would mean to you as a player for either Pontotoc or Shannon.
Well, you got the old cliche, Clint, about playing every game the same. But, big games like this, you're going to have a little more of the butterflies. You're going to be a little more excited. You're going to be a little more amped up. You want to try to keep that enthusiasm to a minimum, to try to keep it like a normal game, because you don't want to get too up and you're gonna blow yourself out,
Exactly. As you look down on the field, you see the Shannon Red Raiders in the white jerseys, black pants with the red numericals. The Pontotoc Warriors, the white pants in contrast to normal black pants with the white jerseys and the white numericals with the yellow outline. You see the senior football players also lined up just above the 50s, the 50 and the 40 number to celebrate senior night here at Pontotoc. You saw that in our pregame special, Pontotoc Senior Night. But tonight, John, this game really is the tale of two cities. Pontotoc comes in with a record of 3-7, 2-2 in the division. Shannon rolls in with a record of 3-6, 1-3 in the division. If the Shannon Red Raiders pull out a win, they're in. Pontotoc will then have to wait on the Corinth-Amory game to go final, and if Amory somehow were to up in Corinth, Pontotoc would go to a three-way tie system, and that's never good to be in. That 37-0 loss against Itawamba could haunt them. On the other side of the spectrum, if Pontotoc wins, they're in, and Amory would be locked in, and Shannon would get the kibosh, as Crazy Joe DeVola would say.
And Clint, you never want to be in that position to where, we had it mentioned to us, some of the really fine Pontotoc coaches here, they told us that it goes to a numerical system to where, the suits in Jackson are going to determine, and that's something, like you said, you don't want that to happen. You want your play on the field to determine whether you get in or get out.
Let me tell you, the key to this game for the Pontotoc Warriors will be the quarterback, number 12, Willard. On the season, he's completing about 50%. He's thrown 4 touchdowns, but 16 interceptions. He has been a guy who's gave the ball back to the other team one too many times. The development of Art has come under fire from many. Fans love him one drive, they hate him the next, but tonight, it all falls upon his shoulders. If he can maintain that enthusiasm and play with a controlled sense of it to not force the issue like he did against, say, a Houston or other teams along the path, they have a really good shot tonight to knock off the Red Raiders.
And you're exactly right, Clint. I mean, following his young shoulders, I want to add, being just a very young guy, but I mean, this guy, we talk about the upside in the NFL. He's got the upside. He's getting experience under his belt. And that's not going to do anything but good for him.
That's not going to be anything but good. And you're exactly right. And here come the Pontotoc Warriors and the Shannon Red Raiders. I like that little Raiders.
Getting a little Chris Berman on us.
Chris Berman on. We're 1:25 to kickoff. We're going to toss it to commercial and be back with the start of this epic playoff matchup, possibly, you might say, a week early. Clint Gannon will be back right after this.
Dante Freeman.
Clint Gannon, John Barnett. This is Friday Night Lights, Mississippi High School Friday Night Football, brought to you by TV7, located in Bruce, Mississippi. Channel 98 on MetroCast and a lot of other places. You can catch us. And he corrals at the 10, makes it a 15, bounces outside 20, 25. He's going to race to the 30, and he'll make it. And he's wrestled out of bounds just shy of the 32. We'll call it the 31, and that is where the Pontotoc Warriors will set up shop with the quarterback. First down and 10 at their own 31. Big return there. Willard, the quarterback. 2 wide receivers automatically top of your screen. The defense comes out to play for Shannon. A quick note, a former Pontotoc coach, Mike Mahoney, and Coach Mahoney, who's actually been interviewed on this program during a high school basketball game last season when he was with Shannon playing Oklahoma. Mahoney, former head football coach at the University of Murfreesboro. Pardon me, Murray State University. And just like that, John, fumble on the play. We went even through introductions.
And that's something, that's again, Clint, you don't want to start, this is a big game. You don't want to start out with mistakes. Maybe a little too many butterflies for the young man. You got to get yourself calmed down and get yourself ready to get your mind right, get ready to play.
Turnovers breed turnovers, and Will Lard at times, as we have just seen, has been an ATM, an automatic turnover machine, John.
And Clint, if I'm Shannon, I want to make them pay right here for it. I want to set the tone early, and let's get some points on the board.
Talk about the big guy at quarterback. Mr. Cox on the year only completing 37% of his passes, but the guy can throw a football 100 yards underwater, and he can plow ahead all the way down to about the 8, maybe the 9-yard line. On the season, Cox has carried it 97 times, but only averaging 3.5 yards a carry, 42 yards a game along with 28, and that will go for 12 and a fresh 4 for the Shannon Red Raiders.
It looks like Shannon maybe want to pound, just going to want to pound this ball on him, Clint.
Cox keeps it, calls his own number, rolls up the middle, and plows ahead for 1, maybe 2 to just outside the 5-yard line. Kendall Cox, number 18. Cox on the year. There is no height and weight listed on the roster. He's a senior, but I would venture to say he's 6'3" and a biscuit shy of 225.
Exactly right, Clint. If not a couple biscuits over that 225 mark. He's a big guy.
He's a big guy.
We've saw him run so far. We haven't seen the arm yet.
First down and 10 yards to go now for Shannon. As you see, a couple of sitters warming up on the Pontotoc sidelines. Just a thing to know, possibly a new center entering the game. Cox takes a snap, keeps it himself on the read option, plows ahead and gets about 3, maybe 4, all the way down to about the 7-yard line. It will be second down and 7 yards to go.
I'm sorry, Clint. That was 3 straight runs there for Cox. You got to wonder, is this the play-in or is this the read? Read option? Is it something he's saying to keep on running the ball?
We're up here, and next to us, John, if you may be picking it up at times over the speakers, we are in the presence of the Pontotoc defensive coordinator. The first time since 2001 he's been in the booth, and he said, I get a little loud, I get a little emotional, and he is calling it pretty strong already, John.
You got that right, Clint.
Cox keeps his own number once again, but he is met instantaneously at the line by a pack of Warriors. Number 15, Cy Holly, number 11, Jared McKenzie, and number 20, Taylor Lyons there on the stop. It will be third down and 7 yards to go. Will they put it in the air?
Maybe that's why they sent him up here with us, Clint.
Yes.
Maybe that's why they sent him up here with us.
You never can tell, man. 3rd and 7. Look, see, throws a little outside pass. I thought it was about to be intercepted. He had a chance at it. I think if he looks up, he does pick it off. Number 26, Montez Howell, the sophomore defensive B at 5'6", $140. He had an opportunity there, John, to be doing the old high step and toning over the back of the end zone.
Oh, you're exactly right. If he'd have seen it, he probably would have intercepted him. He might have gone all the way.
The kicker now, number 44, Hunter Robbins. The snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is up away, and it is good. And with 9:45 remaining in your opening quarter, the score, Shannon 3 off the turnover, Pontotoc 0. We'll send it to commercial and be back right after this. Welcome back to TV7, a playoff game before the playoffs. And, you know, Jim Moore Jr. would say, playoffs? You kidding me? Talking about playoffs? Pardon me, Jim Morris Sr.
I was going to say, Clint, I hate to correct you, but
Jim Morris Sr.
Jim Morris Sr.
You know, who cares? 9:45, you got to get in there, but we talk about it, but this is a proverbial playoff night. If you win, you're in. Pontotoc trails the old gate formation, breaks free to the 30. He had opportunity there, number 11 did, Jaron McKenzie, but he was stopped with the old clip, with the unintentional clip, I should say. That is a 15-yard penalty.
And they got another good return, Clint. Good field position again. Let's see what Pontotoc wants to do now. Do they want to pound it, or do they want to put it in the hands of that young quarterback?
That is an interesting call. Willard, the first center quarterback, is changing it up on the turf. First down and 10 again. He gets a clean one. This time he keeps it. Pitches. It's another fumble. It'll be scooped. It'll be, I thought he was about to score. Put it on the board. Not so fast. Denarius Smith got tripped up by the 11-yard line. And just like that, both center quarterback exchanges. The center quarterback exchange round one is no good. The second time, the option pitch is deflected, and turnovers with 9:31 remaining in the opening quarter. Shannon has a possibility to go up 10-0 when possibly they should have been up 14-0, John.
And Clint, you said it just a minute ago, turnovers breed turnovers.
I mean, if one comes right after another, man, it must be somebody's birthday with all the gifts Willard is giving the Shannon defense already. First down and 10 at the 11-yard line. Kendall Cox goes back to work in the heavy shotgun, loaded to the right. They call that the big silver package. They'll run at it. The big silver is brought down at about the 9. Alabama calls it the big silver. I don't know what Shannon calls it, but I've always heard that. The extra tackle, the extra tight end, load up one side. The big silver package, John.
Well, that's as good a name as any, I think, Clint. That's what we'll call it. Like you said, they just overloaded the line. You want to call it Operation Overload? I don't know.
Operation Overload. Operation No-Go, as that carry only resulted in a 2-yard gain with 9:19 to go. They're resetting the plays and everything. Now the clock will start back up in the first quarter. Shannon leads Pontotoc 3-0 in a epic playoff battle that is brewing before us. Man-on-man coverage, top of your screen. Will Cox have the ability to go for it? This time he cans it off, and this is to no avail. A loss of 2, maybe 3, all the way back to about the 13-yard line. Tackle made instantaneously in the backfield by the Pontotoc Warrior defense.
I think you got to hand it to the Pontotoc defense, man. They are standing tall in the middle of these 2 turnovers, and they've only given up 3 so far. And we've got a third down and long yardage here.
Third and long. You look at Shannon's schedule. They have not been a team to put up many points. On the season, they have not scored over 14. Their best at bat was a 21-14 win. They have scored over. I have completely butchered that, John Boy. I was reading the wrong numbers on the thing. You kill me with the butcher. They take a timeout. We'll keep it right here, John. And I was saying they haven't scored any, but that was not the case. Aberdeen, they defeated Aberdeen 21-14. Their biggest scoring outing of the year was a 28-6 win to Tishomingo County. My point being is this is not a team that scores a lot. They're averaging, check this out, John, they're averaging below 10 points a game at 9 points per game on the year.
And Clint, you're not going to win many ball games averaging 9 points a game. And I don't care how good of a defense you've got. You have the 85 Bears out there. The offense still scored more than 9 points a game.
Their last 3 games, they've averaged 7 points. Or pardon me, they've averaged 5.5 points a game.
And again, Clint, you can't win. You can't win doing that.
No.
I mean, you got to put some kind of offense together. You got to pound the ball. You got to throw it. You got to do something. You got to get those points on board, help your defense out.
Yep. You can't average just 5.5 points per game in October and expect to come out victorious, and that is exactly what they've done. To the corner, holding. This play will come back. Double flag. How about the rocket arm there by the official? He threw that thing 15 yards, John.
I think the official may be the leading passer so far tonight, Clint.
He is the only one to complete a forward pass thus far. There is 2 flags in the vicinity of holding, and we'll get the call momentarily to double check before we preempt the man in the white hat. And just like that, it will most likely be a third down and way back. Fumble out of bounds, touchback.
Wow.
It will be a fumble out of bounds, touchback. And just like that, one of those. They say that the holding was there, that penalty is declined. The running back fumbled it at the pylon, and that means the Pontotoc Warriors will set up shop. First down and 10 at their own 20, John.
All I can say is what a break for the young Warriors. What a big break.
It's been a lot of turnovers, and now the question is, can Willard not turn it over? Not can he do something with it, just don't turn it over. First down and 10 at the 20-yard line. As, hey, ours been a little rusty. We've been a little rusty, too. We were off last week, John. We're trying to get our juices flowing back in the booth with 8:30 remaining in your opening quarter. A wild one thus far. The snap is good. The hold is good. The carry just as good as John Hall plows ahead for 4 yards, setting up second down and 6 now for the Pontotoc Warriors.
That is the Warriors' first yardage gain on their, this is only their third play of the game.
3 plays, 3 drives. That's never a good sign.
No, it is not.
Ard goes back once again in the gun. Running backs, number 7, Dante Freeman, number 1, John Hall, switch positions. He drops back. He'll hand it off up the middle, and Dante Freeman is wrestled down at the line of scrimmage. They say he fell ahead for a yard. No, the line judge says minimal gains. It'll be third down and about 6 yards to go now for Pontotoc. The line to make just on the other side of the 30. We'll call it the 31, guarantees you the first down.
And Clint, it would be big right now to get a first down, get this ball moving, get your confidence up, and, you know, just try to start taking control of this game.
Just get something positive. Gonna have man coverage on the outside. Ard under duress, sheds 1, sheds 2. Ard plows ahead, and he will be close to a first down. Looks like he's gonna be a foot shy, John.
I think you're right, Clint. That's gonna be mighty close, but I think you're gonna be right because he's just shy of the 30.
Whoa! They just signaled first down.
First down.
The Shannon coach says, no, 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 no. He is aggravated, and he should be. Holy Toledo.
I thought he was just shy, Clint.
He was a foot short, John.
But hey, the Zebras, you can't argue with the Zebras. It doesn't get you anywhere.
Well, I mean, the line to make, as you can see, was across the 30, and he is shy of the 30, but nevertheless, it results in a first down. If he wasn't across the 30 then, he sure is not now, as John Hall is brought back even further. 6:43 to go. Pontotoc trails by 3. 2 turnovers in their first 2 plays. Shannon turned the ball over in the touchback for the end zone, and that's pretty much where we stand here midway through the first quarter.
And if you're Shannon, you sure would have liked to have made them pay, at least with another field goal right then, Clint. But they were unable to do it. You got to keep your hand, keep your hands on the ball at all times.
She said, "Don't give me no lines, and keep your hands to yourself."
Your hands on the ball.
Trips to the top of your screen. Man coverage, zips it in, incomplete. Pass intended for number 10, Jalen Farr. Ard's pass falls harmlessly to the AstroTurf. Maybe a smart thing, he threw it behind him. He's been known to throw those in front to the other team. 16 interceptions on the year for the young man.
And several pick sixes on that, Clint, on that
Several.
night.
We've seen several on the season. He's thrown one in every game TV7 has called this year. Thankfully, that was not one of them. Trips to the bottom of your screen, man on man, top of your screen, and a safety play in center field. Ard drops back. He'll exploit it. Wide open. He's got Freeman. Freeman with the spin move, and he's down all the way to about the 46-yard line. We'll spot him at the 47. Dante Freeman runs the real route out of the backfield. They got the receiver at the top of the screen. He's going to drag the coverage across. There's nobody there. It's a one-on-one matchup with the safety, John. If he doesn't fall on the spin, he dunks it over the goalpost for the touchdown.
And the first thing that come to my mind was, Clint, what a play call right then. What a play call and the execution.
That's it. Ard rolls bottom of your screen under duress. Looks sign. It's finally decided to keep it, and he'll take an unnecessary hit on his side. He could have wrestled out of bounds, and he is at about the 43-yard line. Great play, great execution, great pass, John.
And that time, he took a great, nice hit, too.
Yeah, he could have avoided that one, but he thought better of it and got 3 yards. He said, I'll take the hit to get the yards.
So we're not questioning your manhood, but, I mean, you've got smaller pads than everybody else. The best chance is to avoid the contact if you can.
5:55 remaining, opening quarter. Ard avoids the sack. Will get nailed after throwing it down the field. Ard took a hit by the deuce. Josh Foster, the DB senior, bringing the blitz and brought the heat.
And that was a nasty hit, Clint. I mean, you don't want your quarterback getting hit like that. You want to keep your quarterback's uniform as clean as you possibly can.
And those white pants are no longer white. Look at them, John. Got a little mud on them. Hey, thankfully though, we saw it coming.
You got a little mud on the tires there.
It's always good. It's always good to see the slap coming.
Yeah, that way you can kind of prepare yourself.
You can prepare for it. They drop back in base defense. Drops back, throws an out pattern to Freeman, and he picks up a couple. It'll be third down and about 3.5 now.
Hey, Clint, I like the faith that the Warriors coaches are showing in Ard. They're still letting them throw the ball. They're letting them have reign of the offense, and I applaud them for that.
Third down, 3.5, and you're exactly right, John. They're giving Ard the keys to the kingdom. And they're going to think about which keys they're going to give him here. They'll take a timeout with 5:42 remaining. We'll take it with them. On TV7, we'll be back right after these words.
The Football Booster Club would like to thank all of this season's donors.
Welcome back. I'm Clint Gannon. He's John Barnett. And on 4th and 3.5, they have elected to punt the ball away. Maybe the right call here, John.
That may be a good decision, Clint. Just pin them back in your own territory. We hadn't seen proof that the Shannon offense can move the ball effectively on the Pontotoc defense.
The old rugby-style punt is a short one, but it could take a bounce. It dies just short of the 22-yard line. So with 5:28 remaining in your opening quarters, Shannon has the lead and they have the football, but their offense has been stale. It's 3-week-old bread. Can they break the mold here, John?
And we have yet to see that, Clint. I mean, the quarterback, Cox, he's had the most carries and most yards, and there hadn't been that many yards. I'd like to see him kind of spread the ball around a little bit.
You and me both, John. I think that would be a welcome resource. And see how they're running out here real fast. They hold it up on the sideline. I think they're going to try to get one off here pretty quick. Kendall Cox, they don't want them to be set up here. Cox will go straight for the snap and then says not so fast. The senior quarterback, Kendall Cox. He's a big man, John. He takes the snap. He was running forward, puts it on the turf, and he falls on it inside about the 14-yard line, but they're going to say he was down by contact, or down, pardon me. The old down by contact rule is in the National Football League. Looked like he was up, but they say he was down.
Well, he was pretty close, Clint, and that was not a very smart play on the quarterback's behalf. You've got to protect the football. It's in your hands to protect that football on that play, and it might have been disaster for the Raiders.
Cox was running forward, puts it on the turf again, throws the screen. He's got a man. He cannot break free, and he is wrestled down hardcore. We'll give credit to number 6, Jonathan Elsey, and number 62, Eli Hatcher, was able to hatch that egg right there and stymie the possible screenplay as Cox was under heavy duress, got it away. Looked like he had some open space, but it was unabated.
Well, it was a busted play to begin with, Clint, and that's another one. I don't know if I'd have thrown the ball or not, but the Warriors were ready for that screen pass, and they defended it very well.
The Pontotoc defense has played superb, so is the Shannons for that matter. 3rd and 13. Cox looks, sees, throws it down the middle, intercepted by number 11. The easy pick. There he goes, far, makes a man miss. He's all the way down to the 15-yard line. The receiver slipped. Mark Seals. Jared McKenzie on the interception, not Jalen Farr.
Well, he might have been Jared, but he's Johnny on the spot right that time, Clint.
Oh, you got that right, John.
He had it all the way.
He read it like a 3rd grade book, and Jack and Jill did not go up that hill to fetch a pail of water. 1st down and 10 at the 16 for Pontotoc with 4:06 remaining in your opening quarter. Clint Gannon, John Barnett, this is TV7 football. 1st down and 10 for Will Ard. He goes back to the pistol. He'll set up shop. The running back, you know him as John Hall, number 1. High snap, hands it off finally to John Hall, and Hall plows ahead for 2, maybe 3. Near disaster once again for Pontotoc.
How did he get that ball down, Clint?
I do not know,
How did
man.
he get that down and still get the handoff?
That could have been near
That
disaster,
was
John.
pure athleticism right there, Clint. Pure heads-up play.
This is like the bizarro football world. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. Both teams with a pair of turnovers in the quarter. Pontotoc, their first 2 plays were turnovers. The last 2 Shannon drives have ended with turnovers. Hall hands it off, gets it, and gets all the way up to about the 11, maybe the 12-yard line, setting up a 3rd down and about 7 here, John.
And you got another long 3rd down, Clint. That's something you want to avoid. But, you know, I think all the momentum is on the Warriors side right now. Let's see if they want to take their shot.
First,
I'm curious about.
We'll see, will they allow Willard to take the shot. 3rd down and 7. They go in the pistol. 2 wide receivers, bottom of your screen, a tight end on the right. Man in motion, play action, Art rolls, bottom. Here he goes. It's going to be a foot race. Got a man open. Throws it incomplete. For a moment, he had the man Jalen Farr wide open, but could not find him as he was rolling to the bottom of the screen, John. And when you're a quarterback and you're rolling to the opposite side of your throwing hand, it is very hard to throw that football.
Well, you're at a very much at a disadvantage right there, Clint. And, you know, the window was open, but he just couldn't get it through.
That is a hard pass to make. Now the kicker, number 14, is on to attempt it. He's made several this year. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is good. Just inside the right upright. And with 2:50 to go in the opening quarter, it is Shannon 3, Pontotoc 3, Shannon Red Raider football when we come back right after the break.
Red Raiders 3.
Welcome back to TV7. Clint Gannon, John Barnett. This is Friday Night Football. Pontotoc Shannon, if you're just joining us, a lot of turnovers, 2 by each team, and a pair of field goals is where we stand in a 3-3 contest.
And the ball carrier got dropped right then, Clint.
Like a sack of potatoes. Pontotoc comes out, if you are just joining us, with the black jerseys, white patch, Shannon, black pants, white jerseys, with 2:46 remaining in the opening quarter, 3-3. And it's been an interesting game so far, John. Both offenses have been suspect. Both defenses have been superb. The only points coming off turnovers, both teams with 3-3, but short fields have been stymied what could have been easy touchdowns.
Can I say stagnant, Clint?
Very stagnant. Handoff up the middle, plows ahead, nothing there. There's a quarterback change. Now in the game is J.T. Lovin. What a name.
Now that's a quarterback name right there, Clint.
J.T. Lovin, the new quarterback.
When he was born, they said this guy's going to be a quarterback, so we got to give him a cool name.
On the season, he's on 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Lovin. He's loving it, throwing it deep. Got a man, incomplete.
Oh, I thought.
Should have been picked, perhaps.
Right there,
Jonathan Elsie. The defensive coordinator's fired up, John.
You certainly got that right, Clint. I thought he had a pick right then.
Me too. And Lovin was nearly not loving it.
No, it'd like to have been went from love to hate there pretty quick. There's a fine line between love and hate, and he almost crossed it.
When your name is Lovin, you get all the women.
I wouldn't know about that, Clint.
Lovin is my last name. There's the old bubble screen. Got a man. Man releases. Number 13. He's got big yard at 40. It's a foot race. Can he catch him? I don't think so. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Puts the reverse in and scores a touchdown.
Wow.
Holy Toledo, man.
Wow, Clint.
Number 11, Jared McKenzie, did not want nothing of it. He backed off at about the 20, hit it neutral. And number 13 on the screen, busting loose.
Wow, Clint, that's about all I can say on that. That was just screen executed to perfection right there. That's when you drop a screen That's the way you draw it up with that result.
There was a Clint Eastwood character, the man with no name. We do not know his name. He's on the roster. They would have told you, but they couldn't catch him to read his jersey long enough to put it down, man.
No.
He has got that getaway from the cop speed. It is 10-0 with $1:59 remaining in the opening quarter. Red Raiders on top. We'll be back right after this.
59 remaining in the first quarter of play. Shannon Red Raiders 10, the Pontotoc Warriors 3.
Welcome back to the land of the Warrior, where they trail 3-10. Pontotoc leads. Pardon me, Pontotoc trails. It has been a precarious night from our space in the booth, and that one will go out of bounds.
Illegal procedure, isn't it,
Yes,
Clint?
sir.
Isn't what
First
they call
and
that
10.
one?
I think it's a 35, John.
I think you may be right, Clint, or the 40 and being high school. Anyway, that's a big. It doesn't look like a big mistake, but that is a big mistake right there.
Very big. You don't want to give team field position. And, well, folks, we have been like Vern and Gary on CBS. We've been on the loft tonight so far in the booth. We're not as good without Bill Morgan here, the producer. So we're having to do like 3 jobs. Bill is in a zombie hunt tonight, man.
And I hope he's successful hunting zombies. So we want to wish him the best of luck.
First down and 10 at the 35-yard line. It is Ard, throws the swing pattern to Freeman. He gets to the 35, shakes and bakes. He's down to the 39-yard line for he's wrestled down by number 23 and company, Cedric Neighbors.
I think that ball might have traveled about 15 yards in total and only gained about 4 actual yards. I've just never been a big fan of those swing passes like that, Clint. I can't help. Honestly, if you're going to throw the ball forward, you know, over the middle, you know, to the side. You know, throw the ball over the line of scrimmage every time.
Throw it over the line of scrimmage every time. That's coming from a Mississippi State fan.
Hey, I didn't say I saw much of it. I just that's what I like.
I like it too. He wants the face mask. He will not get it.
He might get it, Clint. There's a flag on the field.
It's not in the area of face mask. It looks to be an area of holding to me.
You may be right, Clint.
It is. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It will be second down and 15 at the 30-yard line if accepted. We were waiting on the official call because they actually did lose 5 yards.
So that'd very much be the Pontotoc's advantage if it was on the Raiders, but
you would almost want to decline this penalty here, John.
Exactly.
Because it's 3rd and 10 instead of 2nd and 15. But we wait on the official. They will take it.
They're going to back them up.
Some very indecisiveness right there. The Pontotoc and Shannon coaches were there playing the percentages, and I think they got that one wrong. But nevertheless, it will be 2nd down and 15 now instead of 3rd down and 10.
And I agree, Clint. I've always been in favor of taking the down away when you can.
Take it away, man. Ard, screen pass, Freeman. Can the big man set a block? No. 62 there on the tackle.
Shannon had that screen blown up all the way, Clint.
62 and 82, Alex McCaff. Any relation to Terrence McCaff?
I don't know. We may have to ask him after the game, Clint.
We'll go down get a little preview of that.
And 16.
It will now be 3rd down and 16. So it appears that play call of taking the penalty was the right call, John.
Well, Clint, that's why they're on the sidelines and we're up here.
Ard under duress, breaks free, throw the got him, man. He dropped it.
Oh.
Jalen Farr had an opportunity there to get about 15, and if he can get those shoulders square, he can throw the head back.
I've said it before and I'll say it again, Clint. That's usually the worst place to hit a receiver is right in the hands.
You got to catch the football. If they put it in your hands, that quarterback, this is where he benefits. He's rolling to his dominant side. He's got the receiver going with him. It's an easy pitch and catch. It's not coming in there hot. And when 33 seconds go in the first quarter, you want to catch that, John.
He was either thinking about the hit or thinking about the touchdown a little prematurely.
Looks to be a flag on the play. They were trying to change the marking of it, and I think they are marking it off now. 5-yard penalty, illegal substitution on Pontotoc. And when it rains, it pours, man. as they trail 10-3, and they're punting it back to Shannon. As you can tell from where the return man is lined up, the Red Raiders will get good field position to start this off.
Or they're expecting good field position, by the
Oh,
way.
I only hope. 4th and 20. Drops back, nearly blocked. It takes a squib, and boy, oh boy, was I wrong. Nice squib kick. It's good field position, not great as previously thought for 36. That's when you never know, John. And with 23 seconds to go in the first quarter, Shannon will take over with a 10-3 lead.
And Clint, I've always, maybe I'm too much of a traditionalist, but I've always thought that maybe the rugby style was maybe a little unnecessary. I've always, you know, just let's stick to the basics. And we got a man down, Clint. A man for Shannon is down.
He is down. They'll take an injury timeout, John. We'll take it with them in 23 seconds to go. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Pontotoc. Clinton Gannon and John Barnett, the injured the injured Shannon Red Raider was number 36, Broderick Clemens. There's a flag on a play, false start. Lovin's pass was incomplete.
So they brought Lovin back out. I see. They must have liked something they saw.
Go ahead, John.
They must have saw something they liked between the two quarterbacks. They're both pretty young guys. You want them to get, you want them to get experience, but I don't know. Maybe you want to stick with your starter in this sort of environment, this sort of game, Clint.
It's an interesting situation, John. You're up 10-3. He has shown signs. He did throw the screen pass, results in a touchdown. Perhaps you keep him in. We'll see what they do. They hand it off on the play, and he gets back about 2.5 of those 5 yards they lost.
Well, and again, like, going back to what I said, he going with the hot hand, so.
You go with the hot hand. Will they get this play off with 5 seconds to go? They will. It'll be a quarterback handoff. Number 23, he breaks free, and number 23 is all the way down, just shy of the 45. Cedric Neighbors on the carry, and that will end the first quarter. After one, the score is the Shannon Red Raiders 10, the Pontotoc Warriors 3. We'll be back right after this.
The Pontotoc Warriors 3.
Welcome back to Pontotoc. Shannon Red Raiders have the ball. 3rd and 3, big third down. They bring in Cox, and he is met instantaneously by the deuce, number 2, Nikki Living La Vida Loca Martin on the sack, we'll call it officially.
And Clint, I want to take a quote from from Alabama. The legendary head coach Barry Bryant said, "Well, you got 2 quarterbacks that's just as good as having none."
And on 4th and 4, they're going to go for it, John. They do the same thing again. It's a fumble, and it'll be Pontotoc football regardless of the outcome.
Wow.
It didn't work on 3rd down. Is it going to work on 4th down?
Wow, Clint, that's a very questionable call there by the coaches for the Red Raiders. Why don't you got to lead? Why don't you punt that ball and pin them back? Your defense has been doing a very good job. Why not put it back in your defense's hands and not give Pontotoc the momentum?
Well, they have done just that, John, with 11:28 remaining in the first half. They are stuffed, and they fumble it. That's their 3rd turnover officially of the game. 1st down and 10 hard, quads to the bottom of the screen. He hands it off, throws it to Freeman. He plows ahead, take that quads. It was 5 guys at the bottom of that screen, man.
And what are we going to call that? Quadruplets to the right?
It's quintuplets.
Quintuplets. Oh, quad is 4. I'm sorry.
Quad is 4. Quintuplets is 5. Cinco for our viewers on Telemundo.
The education of John Barnett continues.
Yep. Cinco de Mayo. I'm a big fan of Punta Mayo, this clothing store.
Never heard of that one, Clint.
Oh man, I gotta love the Mayans. Giddy up. Oh, Toledo man! That one was felt by the Mayans. What a hit!
And
Number 8, you know him as the quarterback. He just made his presence felt. Lovin.
And he just dominated.
He gave him a little
quarterback.
11 on that play, man.
Yeah, he just dominated Art
man.
that time, Clint.
Flag on the play.
He just blew that play wide open.
How do you do? Somebody's knocking. Will Art let him in? 3rd down and long now for Pontotoc.
I don't think Art let him in. I think he just kicked down the door and let himself in that time, Clint.
He just let himself in.
And didn't even wipe his feet on the open.
Didn't even wipe his feet on the rug.
He just barged in.
It will be 3rd down and 12 yards to go. So whatever goodness they got out of the 1st down, they've given it up plus a whole lot more. 3rd down, 13.
From the Shannon 45-yard line.
R drops back, looks, sees, throws it, got 2 man, but throws it, nearly should have been picked off. If number 1, Brandon Jackson, is paying attention, he's got a pick.
Man, he just overshot everybody that time, Clint. He put a little too much mustard on it that time.
You got to put a little mustard on your hot dog, but don't put too much.
You want a little, but like I said, not too much.
And it will be punt time now for Pontotoc as they thought about it, but not for very much time. Interesting game so far, John.
You can say that again, Clint. I mean, all our points have come either directly off the turnover or shortly thereafter a turnover.
We'll see how the punt team does here. The old rugby punter, John. He rolls bottom of your screen, kicks it. Nice rugby punt, actually. He'll let that one go and into bounds to the 1.
They got it.
They got it.
Wow.
Flag on the play.
Uh-oh. This could be big right here, Clint, this flag.
If it gives them 10 or 15 extra, it really helps. Or it could be half the distance.
I don't know how much
Block in the
back
back on the receiving team. That 15-yard penalty will result in a half a yard gain.
Wow.
So it will be 1st down and 10 at the inch line for Shannon.
I think the inch may be a little optimistic there, Clint. I mean, he is way back. I mean, he is.
Hey, an inch can make a lot of difference,
What did
John
I say?
Barnett.
In the shadow of the goalpost? I heard somebody say one time.
Heck, they're up under the goalpost.
Wow.
Hey, an inch can make all the difference in the world, man. 10:56 remaining. 1st half, Clint Gannon, John Barnett. It's been an interesting game, to say the least. We were a little rusty for the 1st quarter. We made it through the first 3 rounds of boxing, and we're starting to roll now, John.
We're going to roll with the punches, Clint. Going to try to give the folks as good a show as we possibly can.
Hey, you got to be like Tina Turner. Just keep on rolling, man.
Rolling on the river.
I never understood why you go in the gun when you're this far back. You're asking for a safety. Drops all day to throw. Lovin flings it. He's got a man, 99 yards. Oh! Incomplete. Nice defensive play. I was thinking for a moment there, number 5, Denarius Smith, number 6, Mark Seals, could catch that pass, but a great defensive play by the quarterback,
That could have been
Jacob Carter.
Could have been a huge play there, Clint. Like you said, the quarterback had all day long to throw it.
Carter with the tip, Elsie there with the cleanup, and that could have been a 99-yard touchdown.
It was that close, Clint.
And in case you didn't know, they should get to the middle right now. I don't know if you can hear this, folks.
Get to the middle.
Get him in the middle. Get in the middle. God, he's stupid.
2nd down and 10. Hold the fall of the flag on the play.
It's going to be a false start. Going to be about a 2-centimeter penalty there, Clint.
The old 2-centimeter penalty. It'll get you every time, man.
Hey, it should be a left call.
And we gave up the inch, man. We gave up the inch.
Get Wyndham to the middle.
Let's
Get to the middle.
And in case you didn't know, you got to get to the middle. And that pass is incomplete.
He overshot him big time there. He wanted to show off the arm a little bit too much there.
They threw it to row number 2, and it will be 3rd and 11 at the quarter-yard line.
Got a timeout on the Warriors for the Warriors, looks like.
It's a right call, and Wyndham.
They'll take a timeout. We'll exhale and take it with them. 10:45 to go. Shannon leads 10-3, backed up against their own. We'll be back right after this.
Edward Jones on the square, downtown.
Welcome back. I'm Clint Gannon. He's John Barnett. This is TV7 football. Third down and 11 yards to go, John.
And Clint, this is very dangerous territory to be in down here. Let's see what they want to do. We got another flag on the play.
It could be a safety. Whoa, he just flings it. Holy cow, what an arm.
Wow.
That deserves a clap, man.
He about threw that ball to Tupelo, Clint.
If that's a holding, that's a safety. If it is a holding and the quarterback is in the end zone, it would result in a safety.
Let's see what we got.
I can't believe he threw that football like that.
He just launched it, Clint.
He threw it nearly over the stands. No joke, folks.
He's got a cannon. I'm telling you.
We wait on the official word.
Waving it off, or
they are going to wave it off.
The penalty has been waved off. The first penalty, illegal shift.
Illegal shift. They should just decline this, John, because it'll be fourth down at the half-inch line. You're not gaining anything.
No.
The penalty is declined.
That's where it comes into the shadow of your goalpost, Clint. Kicking that ball, it's dangerous territory. A block here is gonna about pretty much tie the ball game up, Clint.
Hey, get Dante home! Dante's home! Get Dante home! Jerry's back! No!
And he got his heels on that back line, Clint.
No, don't worry about it.
It's blocked.
Blocked.
But it still goes 25, 26 yards.
Boy, he must have had a lot on it there, Clint, because it was blocked. Like I said, still went 25 yards.
And the punter is injured. Number 44 is limping off the field. Number 44, the punter, Hunter Robbins, who also subbed as a kicker.
We're not going to get a rough in the kicker, are we? Doesn't look like it.
No, if you touch the ball, it's irrelevant. You can kill the guy. You can put him on a stretcher if you block it, and they nearly did.
I want to learn football one of these days, Clint.
Well, hey, John, here's the key for Robbins. He's their field goal kicker. He gave him one kick tonight. If he can't go, they don't have another one.
And he's a pretty decent kicker. I saw him he was hitting a couple from 45 yards tonight, Clint.
R drops back, looks, steps up in the pocket. He actually carries the big man. I said he couldn't, and he could. He carried number 73, Isaiah Wren.
It was the little engine that could, Clint. I think I can.
And I think he did.
He got some positive yards out of it.
10-15 remaining in the opening half. 10-3, Shannon leads Pontotoc. It's been an interesting game thus far. Pontotoc trying to claw their way back into here with prime rib field position. And speaking of prime rib, if you like it, go to Seafood Junction over in Algoma. They got that. They got a ribeye. They got a T-bone. They got a buffet that'll make you want to slap your mama at the end. Freeman cuts it upfield. Freeman to the 15. Freeman to the 11-yard line. Whoa, Nelly.
That was a great play there, Clint. He just, like I said, he just cut it there inside and moving the chains.
That was some nice vision, man. That was some nice vision. Say what you want to, but both coaches have taken the handcuffs off the quarterbacks and let them run wild and free out there.
And Clint, that's one big thing. You want to show confidence in your young quarterbacks. These guys are the future of your team.
First down and 10, 2x2 wide receivers, running back on his right hip. Drops back in the pocket, looks, sees, throws now. Pattern got a man 24. It's right to the corner. He got it. Touchdown, Pontotoc. Number 24, Austin Waldrop finds the end zone. 10-9, your score with 9:25 remaining in the first half. And the extra point is pending.
And Clint, you gotta hand it to the young Warriors. They're staying in this game. They had that big mistake, but they're staying in it, and they're not going to quit. They see that playoff on the line, and they're going to take it.
The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is good. 10-10, John. And all they did on that play was they sit two wide receivers on the outside. They run post. The two slot receivers run up 5 yards and cut outside for the old L-out play. And that's how you get 7. 10-10, 9:25 remaining. We'll take a timeout and be back for Friday Night Football playoff edition right after this. Whoa, whoa. And that will celebrate Ponatoc's most recent touchdown. We're pretty good on the vocals over here. We asked the film guy for Pontotoc. He gives us the proverbial thumbs up.
Ponatoc's first touchdown of the night, and hopefully for them, not their last.
Not for the last. Shannon would like to think better of it. 10-10, 9:25 remaining in your opening half. It's been a will of a game thus far. Both teams have put the ball on the floor many times. There have been a total of 5 turnovers today. Corral at the 10, he's up to the 15, 20, makes a man miss up to the 25. He's wrestled down just side the 30-yard line. Number 6, Mark Seals. 9:19 remaining, 10-10. Great first half of football thus far, John.
And if you're the Shannon Red Raiders, Clint, you have got to, you want to answer this time. I mean, anytime your opponent scores, you want to, little one-upsmanship. You want to come back and score and do it with authority.
That's all you can ask for, man. First down and 10 yards to go. The quarterback is Kendall Cox. And we've had a time tonight with the Pontotoc assistant. I hope folks at home can hear him, but for their sakes, hope they can. And he has plowed ahead for a 1-yard minimal gain. It will be second down and 9 yards to go.
And I believe we're giving our fans the kind of an inside look at, calling a football game, especially from a defensive coordinator standpoint. And I hope the folks are entertained, and I hope they enjoy it.
If he's mic'd up, this could be a great special. Cox hands it off. Pardon me, he keeps it and calls his own number, picks up 2, maybe 3, setting up a 3rd down and 6 now for the Shannon Red Raiders.
And to me, that's always a dangerous game is keeping swapping out quarterbacks like that. I don't know how you feel about it, but I've never have been a big fan of it.
Me either. It is a dangerous game, man. It could be the most dangerous game, as a great writer once said. 3rd down and 6, man in motion, a show man coverage, blitz, bottom of your screen. It'll be a handoff. He gets hit, and he is wrestled down. Flag on the play. Looks to be an area of holding on number 51. That will probably be declined. Perhaps they may make him run it again. Who knows? We'll see what the official flag is momentarily. Holding by number 51. Ben Riley. It will be 4th. Or pardon me, if they accept it, it'll be 3rd and 17. If they decline it, it'll be 4th and 6.
Yeah, they are going to do that, Cleve. They're going to decline the penalty.
It'll be 4th and 6. Interesting thing to remember here. Now remember, the punter was injured last time. Hunter Robbins, he looks to sprint on the field, has a slight limp, but not as bad as I thought he would be after he left the game last time.
Well, sometimes, Clint, sometimes it's not as bad as it looks. Sometimes it's a lot worse than it looks. It looked like this time, maybe he just twisted a little, rolled it just a little, but he looks fine. He tried it out on the field nicely.
And let's see how he does on the old leg here. He's got a leg. We saw that he had one blocked and still went 26 yards. Flag on the play. Legal substitution on Shannon.
Wow.
5-yard penalty.
That's our second legal substitution, isn't it, Clint?
Yes, sir, it is. It will be 4th and 11 now, so if he's going to run a fake, that's out the window.
Down the drain.
8 minutes go in the first half in a 10-10 game. Are they going to bring the noise here on the punt? They drop back. Can't get there. Nearly got there. One man who did come nearly got there. It hit the back of a Pontotoc player. It's going to be Shannon football. Can you believe it?
Wow. Huge break for the Red Raiders, man. Huge.
It hit the back of number 11, Jared McKenzie.
And he was just not ready, Clint. I mean, when you're on special teams, when that ball is in the air, you've got to be heads up. I don't care who you are. You need to know where that ball is.
You're exactly right, John. And all of a sudden, make that, holy cow, John, that is the 6th turnover of the game. 6 turnovers.
Well, we've had a turnover fest. Ball's been on the ground more than it's been in the air. I'll tell you
Cox
that.
drops back. He'll throw in the air. Got a man. Great closing speed by the corner. Number 6, Janison Elsie. Caught up to it. Whoa, Nelly.
That was a close one there, Clint. That would have been just a huge play. You know, Shannon's taken some shots, Clint. They've done most of their damage on the ground, but they've taken their shots, but they're just not panning out.
Say what you want to, but at least they're throwing in. There goes number 21 on the carry, Diamante Stubbs. Diamondante is his name, Stubbs.
The ball carrier, 40, Colton Bramlett.
He was a diamond that got a little roughed up there, Clint.
Yeah. Hey, John Aaron said, I'm just an old chunk of coal, but I'm going to be a Diamante Stubbs someday.
Someday.
Diamante Stubbs. They liked it so much, they give it to the diamond broker again, and he picks up 3 yards. It'll be 4th and 3 now. An interesting decision coming forth from a very, very dirty quarterback. Look how dirty that jersey is, man.
Sure is, Clint. And they, last time they gambled and went for it and were unsuccessful. Look like they want to do it again, Clint.
6:56 remaining in the first half, 10-10 game. Cox is going to go. Snap, play action, calls his own number, and he plows ahead. It's going to be close. And I was just about to say I don't like the play call, because it hadn't worked all game, and lo and behold, John, it works.
Well, he just took a gamble there, Clint, another gamble, and looked like it paid off this time. But like I said, when you're that close, when you're that field position, it's very tempting to go for it. And sometimes it works and sometimes it don't, but this time it worked out.
Drops back in the pocket. Cox throws it. Now he ran it like a book, and he's got the pick. Number 6, Elsie jumped the route. He read it better than a wide receiver, number 7.
And talking about gambles there again, Clint.
Jonathan Elsie on the interception for the Warriors.
The defensive player gambled, jumped his route, but the gamble paid off once again, Clint.
I tell you what, John, I just realized who that defensive coordinator or that coach is. That's Jeff Carter, former ICC Indian.
Oh, okay.
Finished 2nd for the ICC job. Was the offense coordinator, proverbial heir to the throne, and did he not get the job? Head coach John Williams got the job, and Williams has done a pretty good job there, putting the Indians inside the top 10 national rankings. Carter come back to home at Pontotoc.
Something we're extremely proud of, because I know me and you were both former Indians.
Yep.
And that's something we love to see our former teams doing good. And this should be getting about playoff time for the Indians this time, Clint. I wish we had a schedule in front of us for that, but unfortunately, we don't.
No one knows where the playoffs are going to be at this moment in any division. And he plows ahead and picks up one of those 2 yards he lost on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd and long.
And Clint, that play before, he went back and he just dropped the ball. He just dropped the ball and he got it back. But it was, really unprovoked when he fumbled the ball. But like I said, he did get the ball back. And now they're facing another huge 3rd down, Clint.
3rd down and 15 yards to go. You're right, John. Big 3rd down for the quarterback, Willard, and he goes down for the sack.
They're going to get him again.
Beep, 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 beep. Back him up. That sack accredited to number 39. Deontay Thompson. Deontay Thompson on the sack, John.
Now, if I'm the Red Raiders, I'm going to sell out and try to block this punt. Just maybe a little overly aggressive, but that would be my call. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. They only have their deep man. They don't have anybody back protecting them.
No, they're going to bring the noise right here, John. They do just that. Gets it off. They actually get a crack at it. Scoops it up. Oh, and he's going to outrun the coverage. All the way up to the 46, and that's a late hit. I mean, a 15 on top of it, John.
Just tack on 15 yards to it, man. One of those bonehead penalties.
That'll be an extra 15 on the end of the play.
If the man was down, you got to stop. You got to stop playing.
Whoa!
Oh, they're going to get a hold on the Red Raiders. I thought for sure that was
no question about it, a late hit. They don't call it.
Wow.
And I would be furious if I was on my sideline, but it was on the other team's sideline, so they're going to call that a holding. So it could have been 1st and 10 at about the 30. It's 1st and 10 at their own 39.
And in my opinion, Clint, Which I don't know how much that amounts for. The Warriors got away with one that time.
That and 50 cents to get you a cup of coffee at McDonald's,
Hey,
man.
you got that right.
But I agree with you. Our both opinions were that was a flag. First down and 10 at their own 39, 10-10. It's been one big turnover party. 7 turnovers on the night so far, John, in the first half. Sloppy football, to say the least.
A turnover party.
Cox hands it off, and number 20 blows it up. Taylor Lyons, loss of 4 on the play.
And he closed it up quickly there, Clint. He slammed the door on him.
Can anybody go forward here, John?
Man, it's not looking good, Clint. Look at the running games are doing pretty good, but these passing games are a little stagnant.
Screen play, it's been good first, it won't be good this time. They had it actually set up again, but the ball is undeliverable. It'll be third down and a long way to go, John.
I think these third down and longs, they are just drive killers, Clint. Drive killers.
It's a sign of 2 bad offenses, John.
But like I said, we're playing for a playoff spot here, so you want go on halftime. Want to get these penalties, get these penalties and turnovers cleaned up very quickly.
Drops back, is hit. Here comes the noise. Number 8. Number 8. That is the 8th turnover of the night.
Wow.
And it will be recovered by the Pontotoc Warriors. Number 43, Drew Baker, gets the fumble recovery.
And the Warriors have a chance now, Clint, to go up, hopefully for them, by a touchdown right before the halftime here.
First and 10, Pontotoc.
Good call, John. It's a big play right here.
He's showing.
What can they do? Quarterback Will R.
Now we're going to have a little false start action here, Clint. It looks like one more time.
And just when they get something going,
Yep.
flags. It's been a sloppy game.
Yeah, this is about one of the sloppier games we've called all year, Clint, I do believe. But like I said, you got the halftime coming up. You're gonna want to clean a lot of this up, because not only you want to win, you want to get some confidence, have some momentum going to the playoffs, whichever team wins.
Is it playoffs?
Playoffs. We are talking about playoffs.
Oh my goodness. Under duress, Ard throws it down the field, incomplete.
Now, he didn't have a man within 5 yards of that ball, Clint.
No, sir.
He just rifled that a little too hard.
We second down and about 15 now for Will Ard and the Pontotoc Warriors. 3:45 remaining, opening half. 10-10 your score in Pontotoc.
And he's just making some classic, young quarterback mistakes. He guns it when he ought to float it, and he float it when he ought to guns it. But like I said, that's stuff that can be worked on, Clint.
It will come, man.
You can't teach athleticism. That's things like that you can teach. You can teach skills like that.
It will come. Second and 15, Ard drops back, looks, sees, nothing there, throws it over the middle. Nice reading of the defense. And he corrals it to number 8. Nice catch there by Super Mario Murphy. That was a really good progression for Ard. Looked right, nothing there. Looked left, boom, saw it, dumped it off, got what the defense gave him.
And that's all you can ask, Clint, is just, doing what the defense gives you. But they look like they got now just past the original line of scrimmage. And another third down.
Hey, if you take what the defense gives you, eventually they'll give you the game.
They're going to give you something eventually. You're exactly right, Clint.
Third down and 9, much more manageable at the 29-yard line for Will Ard and company. Goes in the gun, drops back, looks, sees, throws an in pattern, nothing there, incomplete.
Will Ard pass, intended on the play for 10.
I think that's another one of those. That was kind of iffy, but I'd like to see him count that ball. He had a good route run, and he had some positive yard, probably even the first down.
Tell him to block. Tell him to pass block.
It will be a field goal coming up next for the Pontotoc Warriors. 3:02, John. Pardon me. It will be a punt.
Gonna punt it.
It will be a punt here. Drops back. It's a fake. It's a fake. He throws it. He's got a man 20 to the 15-yard line. It's going to be A first down and 10 yards to go.
Pass.
And Clint, I just want to say, you called it right then. You called it. You were motioning to me about a fake, and you were exactly right.
I didn't want to call it over the air, John, and it not be.
Hey, you
but
were
I
called
saw
over the air because you were right on the money that time.
They dialed up the old fake. First down and 10 at the 17. It's a backward snap. It's a foot race. Hall gets it. And they lose about 20 yards on that play, John. Whoa, Nelly.
And Clint, like the old song says, it's 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
Somebody called the Desert Rose Band a loss of 19 on the play.
And you added that perfectly because I was trying to think of what band sung that. And of course, as always, you got my back, Clint.
I got you back, man. Second down and 35, according to the board. Second and 35, John.
We could be the next Madden Summerall here, finishing each other's sentences, Clint.
You never can tell, my man. Second down, and it's not 35. They're at the 35. The scoreboard's wrong. It's second and 29. Drops back and looks all the way down to the 29. So now it'll be third down. 19 plus 4. We'll call it third down and 23, John. Here we go.
And what a big turnaround. You get all that momentum.
And you give it right back.
And you just give it right back, Clint. That's just something, you can't do this next week in the playoffs. You can't do this, what they're doing right now.
They're doing just that. The winner advances for sure. The loser perhaps could be eliminated. It's a screen pass. Freeman, he's got a blocker, but he needs about 3 more, and he's wrestled out of bounds after a big gain of 7. And it's field goal time now for the Pontotoc Warriors with a $1:52 remaining in the opening half.
Like you said, he got 1 good block, but he needed about 3 more just like it, Clint, and he just didn't get them.
Fourth down. 14, Raphael.
Yeah, I'm surprised, Clint, that the Red Raiders, they didn't read that fake. They didn't read that fake punt all the way, being down that close. But it was still successful, though.
This field goal right here at the 23-yard line will be a 40-yard attempt. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is no good. Hit the upright.
Oh.
The iron unkind. Buck 46 to go, 10-10, and in a game that has seen 8 turnovers.
You
had a missed field goal to that, Clint.
Not even a miss, but a doink. I think it's only right that we had a doink just there.
Did he doink or did he bonk it?
Oh, I get a little out of my price range.
Let's not get too technical, Clint.
Yeah,
let's not get too technical. We'll call it a doink.
A doink. A doink, a gawk, had some English on it because it did curve to the right. Hey, like that little pool reference. First down and 10 yards to go. It is interesting to see what Shannon can do here in a 10-10 contest. Drops back. It'll be a quarterback keeper. Kendall Cox plows ahead and picks up 1, maybe 2.
I believe he should have handed that off. I believe he should have zigged when he should have zagged on that one, Clint. Because his running back, he had a nice hole. And, like Emery Ballard said, when you get that option going, you can't do it right. You can't stop it.
Handoff. But he breaks free and picks up 10 on a first down. The running back plows ahead. That'll move the stick, stop the clock, and all of a sudden, Shannon moving the football.
And he hit that hole, Clint, like you talked to. Hit that hole full speed when you go through there, because you're a lot harder to bring down.
Handoff, nearly a disaster, but did get turned around, and he'll go nothing. Minimal gain. It will be second down and 10 with a minute to go, and the clock is ticking.
Tick, 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 tick.
Timeout, Shannon. And with 59 seconds to go in the half, we'll take it with me back right after these words. Welcome back to Pontotoc. Clint Gannon, John Barnett. And a 10-10 game, 59 seconds go in the first half. Shannon looking to make something big time happen. He puts it on the ground, nearly the nice turnover, gets it out, and he gets nothing on the play. Gets back to the original line. Will be third down and long with the clock ticking, John.
Well, Clint, it looked like he was going for a screen, but his blocker never did set up that time. And when you ain't got no blocking on the screen, you ain't got much of a screen.
It will be 35 seconds to go. They're going somewhat of a hurry, but not really.
Well, Clint, to me, you got to get a little bit of hurry. I would think you'd want some points here.
You don't want to make a mistake, though,
But,
John.
yeah, you're exactly
and
right.
And a half of a lot of mistakes, they've made them today, and they're just going to probably hand it off here. No, he drops back, looks, sees, does it. He fumbles it. And what I tell you, John, just what the doctor ordered.
And we got 2 flags on the field, too, and they were flagged right before the turnover took place. Let's see who we got on. Let's see what happened. I feel like it's going to be against Shannon. I feel it's going to be a hold on Shannon, but I'm not sure.
It's going to be an illegal shift on Shannon or a holding. Either way, it will be on Shannon. It will be declined to be first down and 10 Pontotoc at the 25-yard line of Shannon with 11 seconds to go. They'll say illegal procedure. Penalty is declined.
Raiders, yes.
Will they be able to decline it?
And what do you do, Clint? Do you throw one, or do you try your field goal?
Try the field goal. What I tell you, John, you don't want to make the mistake. From here, it's a 42-yarder.
Like they're still a little indecisive what they want to do, Clint.
You think that we got a timeout on the field?
Apparently so.
I think that, pardon me, the coach and the ref are talking over what to do with his flags here.
They're seeing the. I believe Pontotoc's coach is asking, do you want to go golfing Sunday? Where do you want to meet? That's got to be what they're talking about. Couldn't be nothing unpleasant, could it, Clint?
You never know what it could be. They're trying to game plan where to go to.
Where we're going to eat after the game. We got illegal procedure on the Red Raiders.
Illegal procedure against Shannon.
Okay.
So now
the Red Raiders have still got they're going to keep the ball, possession of the ball.
No.
Oh, they're not.
It should be Shannon football because it was a false start, legal procedure. So the penalty. So you can't turn the ball
turnover
over
doesn't count
because it was a false start play.
I got you,
So
Clint.
therefore, it was Shannon football. And that's what takes into the half, John.
You're exactly right. We're not going to get another play off, are we?
Nope. 0-0.
At the end of the first
That's what the scoreboard reads, 10-10. For the score, the game is. We'll send it to the commercial, come back and show you the battle of the bands. Both bands be performing at halftime tonight, Shannon and Pontotoc. We'll take a timeout, 10-10, Shannon, Pontotoc right after this. Welcome back to Pontotoc, Mississippi for the second half of the Shannon Red Raiders versus the Pontotoc Warriors. I'm Clint Gannon, joined alongside the Butcher, John Barnett. And John, it was a great first half, to say the least, a sloppy first half, to say more. 8 total turnovers between the two teams in the first half, 4-4 both ways.
Well, Clint, I'd like to see a lot of those turnovers cleaned up in this half. It's getting down to crunch time. It's time to get serious. You got a playoff berth on the line, and let's just eliminate the mistakes. Let's get out here and be aggressive and play a little aggressive football.
If you're just joined us, a 10-10 game highlighted by turnovers, a pair of field goals, and 2 big touchdown plays. One thing to remember, if Pontotoc wins tonight, they're in the playoffs. Shannon eliminated. Amory gets the 4th seed. If Shannon wins, they may be in the playoffs. Pontotoc, they are in the playoffs. Pontotoc may be eliminated if Amory can upset Corinth. So it's a whole lot of stuff going on right now. The drama is this, though, and we can settle it right here, John. If you win, you're in, and there's no doubt about that. And right now, in a 10-10 game, it's anybody's ball game.
Well, Clint, I like the stakes. Like I said a while ago, win or go home. That's all that matters right now. Win or go home.
You can play out 100 different scenarios. Only one scenario that matters: win.
Winning the ball game.
There's nothing like controlling your own destiny. And first down and 10 for the Shannon Red Raiders at their own 25. The quarterback is Cox, and he hands it off, and he is met instantaneously at the line. It'll be second down and 10 yards to go. And I'm excited just to be here. It's our final game of the year, John.
It's our last game, Clint. This is, of course, my first season doing broadcasting, and I've been great excited. I want to thank the people at W07 for having me, for letting me do this with you this season, Clint. And I've had a whole lot of fun.
Hey, we've had a lot of fun, John. It's not over yet, but we have had a heck of a lot of fun. I'm glad that you were able to be a part of it. And I'm glad Bill Morgan allowed you to be a part of this and allowed me and you both to be a part of this. This is my third season here with the team. And I've had a blast every minute along the way. And, hey, basketball season's just around the corner, so
Hey.
perhaps
Time little cage action there. As the old folks used to say, the cage.
the cage. Pass is incomplete. It will be forced down and 10 yards to go. We could be back together for basketball this year. May try to get you on the payroll this year, John.
Hey, hey, crazier things have happened there, Clint.
You got that right, man.
Fourth down and 10 yards to go.
It will be 4th and 10 at punt time for Pontotoc. The always exciting Jeff Carter back again for the second half. We had a nice chat with Jeff at halftime. Coaching his sons, 7th grade and 9th grade. He's been a man who kind of bounced around a lot. You know, the former ICC coach went from ICC to Northeast. I left that little nugget out.
Wow.
Went to the dark side, some would say, after the John Williams hire. And finally, he's made his way back down here, man.
And I think that's got to be a thrill, is coaching your sons. I might want to know that feeling since I have 2 daughters, but that's got to be a great feeling, coaching your kids and anything, getting that much more quality time with your children. That can't be anything but good.
There's nothing like that old quality time, is it?
The QT, Clint, I like to call it.
Here's a little nugget right now from Will Kohlmeyer. The former Pontotoc punter, Jeb Millender, leads the MAC JC with 24 punts inside the 20 this year so far. There's a nugget for you. Pontotoc Warriors is selling at the next level.
And I like what I heard somebody say about the MAC JC. Somebody called it the little SEC, and I couldn't agree with that anymore. That's some of the best football in the whole country, high school or college here in the great state of Mississippi, Clint.
Yeah, I mean, and that's homegrown talent, just like Jeb Millender goes from high school to being a freshman All-American at ICC. The tradition lives on. ICC. Great college, man. I love it.
Where winners go to school.
Where winners go to school in Northeast, a proud sponsor of TV7 as well. A couple ICC guys trying to spread the love a little bit. Out pattern complete to Dante Freeman, and Freeman will step out of bounds just shy of the first down, setting up a 3rd and about a yard.
I guess we better lighten up about it, Northeast, Clint. They are fine sponsors of our program, so we better be nice to them.
Ball spotted at the 36.
3rd down and about a yard and a half, depends on which way you want to call it, John.
We got some late subs coming in, Clint. You better hurry up and get off the field.
Mass substitutions. They got plenty of time, though, to get the ball snapped. It was a little late getting the play clock winding. It is 3rd and about a yard and a half. Willard goes in the pistol. The old jumbo set, top of the screen, and false start by the big man, number 63. Jumped a little early, man.
Against the offense.
You can credit Ivy Ware with, that's a name, Ivy Ware.
Hey.
Third down,
I believe 63 is going to be probably doing wind sprints here coming up Monday afternoon, Clint.
There's no doubt about it, John. He finally gets something going. Now you beep, 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 beep. You back them up 5 and sets up a 3rd down and long now, which was 3rd and short, a high percentage play where the whole playbook's open. Now you're in an obvious passing down here, John, on 3rd down and 7.
And that's been the whole ball game, Clint. It's long 3rd downs and dumb penalties.
Hard roll, top of the screen, breaks 1, cannot break 2, lets it go. Nearly in the hands, and that's going to be intentional grounding.
Yep,
and that will go down as a sack. He was in the grass. There was nobody there. Did not cross the line of scrimmage. Clearly was intentional grounding on Willard. That will back him up to about the 20-yard line.
Did not pass go and did not collect $200, Clint.
They will park it at the 23-yard line. You are right, Monopoly man. It'll be 4th down and about 17, and that will be punt time. But now they do back it up, and they're still backing it up to the 15.
Ball now spotted at the Warrior 15-yard line.
Holy Toledo, man. They keep backing them up.
4th down.
Stop. Don't back it up. Stop. Don't back it up. That's for the peoples. That's for my peoples.
For all the great viewers of TV to 7.
I hate these blurred lines, John. I hate these blurred lines. 4th and 23 now after the enforcement. Nice little rugby punt. Keeps on rolling. Rolling to the 40-yard line.
Rolling.
Well, there's our stylish sounds from blurred lines to back it up to Tina Turner. Shannon sets up shot, 1st down 10 at their own 40.
We're all over the place tonight, Clint.
Oh, man, it's been a heck of a game. Speaking of great games, John.
We got some tomorrow, don't we?
Whoa, Nelly. I want this game to be great. I want the nostalgia. When I grew up, remember Florida State, Miami, Ken Dorsey, Charlie Ward. I mean, those great matchups for 15 years. There was guys, wide left, wide right, big plays. National championship, the first top 10 matchup in a decade.
And Clint, I'm a little older than you, so I go back a little bit further. I go back to Deion Sanders, Brad Johnson, Florida State days.
Oh, the old
Gino Torretta days at Miami. So I go a little further back than you do.
1st down and 10 as Cox keeps it. Is there an opportunity for that game to be close, or is Florida State and famous Jameis, as he says in the ESPN promo, we're going to bring the noise? Will he bring it to the big game?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've watched Jameis Winston a couple times, Clint. I like the guy. I mean, he's a true freshman, but you can tell by the way he plays. He's had his rear end out there practicing. He's been listening to his coaches. He's been honing his craft, and it's showing on the field.
1st down and 10, handoff, and he hits a brick wall of Warriors, number 21. He is wrestled down, DeMonte Stubbs.
But to answer your question, Clint, I don't see it being that close, Miami. I don't see it. I just see FSU winning and winning handily in the game.
For my own personal enjoyment, I hope it's close.
Yeah.
It won't be close. It won't be close, man. Florida State's going to beat the brakes off of them, but it'd be nice if it was. I wish it was going to be an old school matchup. It's not. I will argue from 1988 to 2004, there was not a better rivalry in college football.
Oh, that's be hard to argue with that, Clint.
Florida State, 14 straight years in top 5 holding as Cox goes down on the sack.
Hey, it's going to be holding, so let's decline that and make it
3rd and 13, 2nd and 21. I would go with the declining right here. You put them, you take away the down, John. What would you do?
Yeah, we discussed this earlier, Clint. I like taking the down away from him. You go get a chop block on that one, not a hold.
Oh, we were deciding for the hold. The chop block is a personal foul, 15 yards.
So that's 15 yards back.
Is that a loss of down play as well?
Beep, beep, beep.
Somebody stop backing up the trucks. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is a loss of down, but
Can I add one, Clint? They're doing a Jim Marshall. They're going the wrong way.
Going the wrong way.
A little old school for the fans watching us tonight.
It will not be a loss of down play. It will be 2nd down and 27. Cox hands off up the middle. Stubbs is stuffed in the backfield. Number 55. Christian Robinson. He can't drive 55. How you like that?
That was great. That was our Sammy Hagar reference for the night. For the season, it looks like.
For the season.
Have we referenced Sammy Hagar? Let's go back in our film vault and see.
Yeah, our film vault. Okay, quick question. Cox throws a pattern, got a man. He'll pick up probably 10, but it is still maybe even 15, and he does. It still will be 4th and 12. Look, he steps out of bounds at the 46. It'll be 4th down at about 15. Better front man, Sammy Hagar, David Lee Roth.
Oh, I'm a Roth fan. I like to go. I'm old school now. I like to go David Lee Roth on that one, Clint.
Well, I can't drive 55. Why can't this be love? But this can't be love, Sammy. No offense to the Red Rocker. Going with David Lee Roth.
Because we know he's watching tonight.
David Lee Roth always tunes in.
And we don't want to offend. We really don't want to offend him.
Have you seen? I know we're getting on a tangent here. Have you seen Journey's new lead singer, Arnel Pineda?
He's Brazilian. Am I right?
He's
Filipino.
He sounds just like Steve Perry.
Wow.
You can't. Have you heard him?
I have not heard it yet.
That joker sounds just like Steve Perry. You know they say experts can't even figure out the difference between them. He can't even speak English, but he can sing every Journey song.
He can sing Journey songs.
That's the only thing. He can't even speak English.
That boggles the mind, Clint.
It bottles it.
It bottles it. Gets your thoughts trapped.
It puts your mind in a bottle and it shakes it up. It's mind-boggling.
Like in a bottle.
Speaking of bottles, we got a couple there and a half from Pepsi and Diet Mountain Dew. We would like to thank the Pontotoc Band Boosters and Mr. Jeff Short. Mr. Jeff will probably be making an appearance in the second half. I told him to come up there and talk about the grand champion victory last Saturday. We'll see, does he make that appearance a little later.
I know the
handoff up the middle. There goes Hall in a high hurdle. Picks up 15 and a first down.
And we definitely want to give them a shout out to the Pontotoc Band Boosters, Clint, because they're just super nice people.
They provided us hot dogs, hamburgers, pizza, popcorn, drinks.
I think we've done, this is our third game here, and they've just treated us like family every time. We definitely want to give them a shout out. And if Jeff wants to come up here, we will definitely let him have the mic.
I am very thankful. I'm very thankful that we did a lot of games here. And everybody we always go to treats us fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
But it's always good to be welcomed, and we have been welcomed here. We haven't had any reason to go, oh. We had any reason to celebrate anything so far, John, as this has been a 10-10 game for a while now, midway through the third quarter, and both offenses have grown stale.
Deadlocked, I like to say, Clint, at 10.
Looks to be a handoff. Dante Freeman cuts upfield, breaks one. Freeman's got 10, 15, 21 blackjack before he's wrestled out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. Holy cow, man, that was a big play.
Where has he been all night, Clint? The few times he's had the ball, he's turned into big yards like that. I don't see why you don't keep on giving it to him.
He has great vision. He can cut up the field, man. He's got those moves like a Rubik's Cube. You got to love a guy like that who can just see the field as it is developing. He's got eyes at the sides of his head, the back of his head, and on top of his head, man. He's everywhere. He's like Visa. He's everywhere you want him to be. And I tell you where I wish I could use my Visa card tonight that I got at the Bank of Pontotoc and Oxford University branch. That's at Seafood Junction. They're one of the best in the business, John.
And you will get absolutely no argument from me on that, Clint. Good food and just great, even better people, if you can believe that.
That's hard to believe. 6:13 remaining in the third quarter, 10-10. A battle for the playoffs. You win, you in. You lose, you might be at home.
You'll be watching the playoffs.
You'll be watching it. Eat at home, eat some Cheerios. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Handoff up the middle. John T. Hall rumbles ahead for a pickup of 3 yards. It'll be third down and 7 now for Pontotoc in an area which they have struggled to make hay in, is this area right here on the field.
And they just can't. They just can't. Haven't got anything going yet, Clint. But right now it's a new half. Let's see. Let's see what they got up their sleeve.
We will see what they do here. Third down and 7 yards to go. Willard goes in the pistol formation. It looks like they will change the play call to go out of the shotgun with the 2x2 set. Blitz coming. Nice pickup. Ard throws it incomplete. Waldrop, his one catch is a touchdown of the night. Had a chance that it could not corral. It'll be 4th and 7. And will they go for it here? I'm going to go and make a bet, John, to say they do. No.
No, they're going to. And Ard is very upset about that call by the coaches.
Well, it's the right call, John. It's the right call.
But the competitor in him didn't like it that much, though, Clint. But I agree with you. Pin them back deep and let your defense off, which the defense has been doing a very good job of that.
The old rugby punt. I thought they was going to go for it the way they showed, and nevertheless they punt. Now I thought that had potential to hit the back for a Pontotoc player again. We've seen that happen once tonight.
Oh, yes, we sure have, Clint.
5:19 remaining in the third quarter. A coolness is falling over the air. Will the offenses heat up? Those questions and more are about to be answered, John.
Yes, they are, Clint. You're exactly right. And
I'm gonna put on the old jacket.
we are
Nickel week 2.
getting a quick lining up pretty quickly. The Shannon Red Raiders are. They're ready to get started. The defense of the Warriors is not set right now, but they're starting to get that way.
It's 2. Where are they going? It's 2.
Jeff Carter trying to get his troops
Giving you a
on.
little insight here into the game.
That's Inside the Huddle, man. Brought to you by whoever wants it to be. Handoff up the middle. Number 21 makes the carry.
The ball carrier.
Cover nickel week T. Cover 2.
Stouts Carpet in Oxford.
Both T's. 2 T's.
Stouts Carpet. If you need Johnson's Furniture, wonderful sponsors of TV7 football. We thank you for your support this year, guys. Stouts Furniture, Johnson's Carpet, First National Bank of Pontotoc, the Bank of Oxford, a Bank of Pontotoc Oxford University branch. There's been so many wonderful sponsors.
Without our sponsors, hey, we'll be here. We got a turnover, don't we?
Yes, sir,
Sure
we do.
do.
Fumble on the play is recovered. The 9th turnover of the night.
Wow.
9-9-9-9. And Pontotoc will set up shop while we were talking about sponsors.
4-yard line.
That fumble, holy Toledo Batman.
And Clint, if you're the Warriors, you've got to capitalize this time. You've got to make them pay. So many times you hadn't. You got to make them pay this time.
R drops back, looks, sees, got a man. It's Hall, completes it. Freeman, incomplete. Cannot hang on.
The old back shoulder throw, Clint. He
Perfect
almost had it.
throw. You got to catch that one, man.
Man.
7, Dante Freeman.
And that's something I would work on too, Clint. This offseason is you want to get these quarterback and these receivers in tune with each other, get some chemistry, and so we can go into next season, get in hot, and maybe not have to struggle for a playoff spot next season.
A lot of skeleton drills will be run.
Oh yeah. Sooner rather than later.
Second down and 10 yards to go. Drops back, Ard throws it over the middle, incomplete.
Golly.
Hard pass. Falls incomplete. Intended for 10. Jalen Farr.
Third down and 10 yards to go now for Pontotoc. Snapchat is consuming the broadcast. Callie Cole, a Boonville Blue Devil, with the nice Snapchat.
For the Red Raiders.
And she ought to be out and supporting her team
Third down,
tonight. Shame on her.
She's a little sick, man. Just don't before you get on your high horse.
Hey, we don't like all the fair weather fans. Now you got to support your team. Sick or well now.
Sick or well. Drops back in a pocket. You can watch us on TV7 if you're sick tonight. But boom!
Oh.
Will Ard goes down. He gets tackled by the quarterback. Quarterbacks have sacks. Cox gets his first. McLovin has his first.
Yeah, both Shannon quarterbacks have laid some punishment to Mr. Ard tonight.
It is field goal time, John, for the lead. A 42-yard attempt upcoming by the young man, number 14.
I hate to be Will Ard in the morning, Clint, because he's going to be a little sore in the morning.
This is
I guarantee you.
There's no doubt about it. High snap, gets it down. It's blocked. The kick is actually.
He
if you're
slipped.
not,
The kicker slipped.
I think he just slipped. Call him Charlie Brown.
No good.
Wow.
The kicker slipped. And in a game that has been defined by blunders, that could be the best one yet. Somebody called NFL Films follies. This has been one of them.
This has been football follies tonight, Clint. There's no doubt about that.
He just fell down. He just fell down, John.
Wow. I've said that a lot tonight, but
This has been a game of football follies. With 3:59 to go in the third quarter, somebody call Abbott and Costello, the Three Stooges. We've had 9 turnovers and a kicker just slipped. Somebody call 911. Can you believe it, man?
hey Mo.
Hey, Mo. Drops back. Lovin', he's in the game. Throws a bullet and completes it. He's like McDonald's. He's loving it.
He sure did, Clint. I believe he's going to be just short of the first down, though. Well,
No, they're going to move those sticks,
sorry.
man.
I'm sorry about that, folks. We have kind of an angle here, and it's kind of hard to see sometimes.
You try to get far away from Jeff Carter as you can, so you try the
Exactly.
corner. Hey, they can't put Baby in a corner, though.
He's got me rattled, I'm telling you.
Handoff. Stubbs jumps ahead and picks up 7. Hey, I like that. Can't put Baby in a corner.
No, nobody puts Baby in the corner. And the only reason I know that, so everybody will know, the only reason I do know that is because I have a wife that loves movies like that.
She like a little Swayze?
I did not watch that voluntarily. I want everybody to know that tonight.
Well, I want to know, hey, you couldn't put that nose in the corner if you had to.
She had a snout on her now, didn't she?
That's going to be an open casket, that's for sure. It's good to know you. We know you.
We'll add the rim shot there in post-production.
We have established, she had a nose job. She really did after that performance. First down and 10, Shannon. Back-to-back first downs for the first time since early second quarter.
I'd have charged her double, I believe, if I was the doc on that one.
Well, it's nice to nose you. I mean, you know, so here we go. First down and 10 yards to go.
Follow your nose, it always knows.
Lovin slings it incomplete. The guy's got a cannon. This brother can throw a football 100 yards underwater.
He's got an arm. Ain't no doubt about that, Clint. He's been rifling some tonight.
Second down, 10.
And there have been some good quarterbacks come out of Shannon there in the past, Clint.
One a la Romero Miller. DJ Tolliver, my old partner for the past 2 years, played at Shannon. If you can remember, I don't know, he was there when they won a couple state championships. DJ Tolliver went from Shannon, Mississippi to Mississippi Valley State to all the way up to Australia, won a world championship in football in Australia.
Wow.
Produces music videos for Gucci Mane.
Hey.
One of my favorite listens. One of yours too, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I have all his records.
Third down and 8 yards to go. Big third down. Lovin drops back, flings it incomplete.
Wow.
He put a little too much pepper on that Salisbury steak, man. He's got a cannon. Looks like Byron Lethbridge with the wind-up, and it's punt time once again.
It's nice to have that kind of cannon, Clint, but sometimes you got to ring that thing in a little bit. You know, sometimes you got to put a little touch on it, and he just put a little too much mustard on it that time.
Here we go, John.
Backbeat for the Warriors. 11, Jared McKenzie.
High, back, what a punt. He fielded over his back shoulder. Can you believe it? He makes a man miss. He's up to the 22, and number 11, Jaron McKenzie. I can't believe he did it, man. Carter can't believe it. I can't believe it. Fielded it over the back shoulder. Carter gave us a thumbs up on that.
Hey.
You got to be kidding me, man.
We got a shaking up Red Raider on the play, Clint.
I think they're all shook up after that one, John.
I know I am, Clint. that was some kind of catch.
Whoa, what a catch, man. What a catch.
I think we had our first Paul McCartney reference, Clint. Hi. Hey.
2:13 remaining third quarter, 10-10 the quarterback is real art. False start on the play, flag.
Boy, those false start penalties are killing the Warriors tonight, Clint. Man, that's got to be what, third, at least the third one I know.
False start against Pontotoc.
They showing it too soon, Coach. Tell them they're going to have to.
First down, 15. Ball plays now at the Warriors' 16-yard line.
First down and 15 now for the Pontotoc War.
See what the Warriors want to do here. Pass it.
Incomplete. Ard got rid of it, Justin.
Ard's pass intended on the play for 24, Ashton Waldrop.
If you notice, Clint, I know he's a young quarterback, but sometimes I've noticed Ard will just kind of hold the ball a little too long, Clint. You wait for you're trying to wait for your receivers to break and get open, and sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. Sometimes you just got to trust your receivers, and again, that's all a part of being young. You know, getting these receivers. I think that's going to be a key priority of the coaching staff of the Warriors this coming up off season.
I think you're exactly right, John. There's flags for holding. Yard's going to throw a heaving one into the stands. But that's what you're right. Just getting that continuity, getting that progression, the maturity for this young guy. And you can see it comes, man. It comes.
And he's got some talent, Clint. There's no doubt about that. He's got talent. And just getting that chemistry down with his receivers, his running backs. I expect big things out of Will Ard. and the Pontotoc Warriors here in the years to come. Nothing but good things. Even some playoff runs, and who knows? I think the sky's the limit for this team, Clint.
There's no question, John. He's one of the real good ones, and he'll get better. I mean, there's so much potential with this young man, and it's been a pleasure to get to watch him this year, man.
Just watching him grow up right in front of our eyes tonight, Clint.
There we go. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, a 10-10 contest, a scoreless second half. If you're just joining us, John Barnett, catch him on Twitter at John.
fbarnett.com.org.
You can find me at just
net.
Clint Gannon. I don't have any dots, dash, just triple spaces.
Right now anyway, but we're working
maybe
on
have
that.
some triple sec, but that's no triple spaces.
Oh, no.
But boom. It is now second down and 25 as they're backed up inside their own 10 following the holding penalty. And it will be a long-distance relationship for Will Lard to the first down stick. You know how them long-distance relationships are. They rarely work.
They rarely work, Clint. And I don't foresee this one working out too much. But, hey, I could be wrong. It's happened one time before.
Handoff up the middle gets 1 yard. It'll be third down and 29 as we have the official count now from the statistician. Third and 29.
Now it's time, I believe it's time to see what kind of arm that Will Lard has. I let him gun one.
Not a bad play, man. Not a bad play. I think they're closer to Shannon than they are the first down.
I ain't no doubt about that, Clint.
Will they just hand it off? Who knows, John Barnett? They do a little quick play, and it gets about 5, maybe 6. It'll be fourth down and about 25 and punt time for Pontotoc. Shannon, will they get great field position out of this? Could be big for the Red Raiders.
And I believe they're gonna come after the punter again, Clint, and try to get this block. I don't see why they wouldn't. They were unsuccessful last time, but hey, we see some slippery turf out there with the place kicker. So might see it again. We'll never know.
Gets it off a big punt.
Wow.
Takes a Pontotoc bounce and will actually make a turn and go back up the field and be down at the 49. 41 ticks remaining, third quarter, score 10-10. Shannon football just on their side of the 50.
First and 10, Shannon.
Now that was a punt, Clint.
That was a great.
That was a great punt.
You needed that one. Too many times in high school football, you see they get shanked about 20 yards and you give a team away a game. They're not doing that just now.
And that's something, you know, that not a lot of high schools are known for, having depth at any kind of kicking position, where it be a punter or a place kicker. So it's nice to have a punter. If you got a punter, you better take care of him.
Having a punter is like having a good girlfriend.
You better take care of him.
You better take care of him. Better protect him. And a quarterback's like having, I would say a quarterback's like having a good girlfriend. A punter's like having a good dog. They're dependable. Actually, they're the most undependable things.
Kickers don't ever get any respect, Clint.
No.
They never get any respect.
Come on. Hey, I've had a lot better dogs than I had girlfriends.
No comment on
but
that.
They had a lot in common. They had a lot in common.
No comment on that, Clint. I'm going to let you dig your own grave right there, buddy.
5 seconds to go. Lovin. Whoa. That was a weird deal. Could have been a pick.
That was very ill-advised right there, Clint.
And that will end the third quarter, John. As we get ready to enter the final quarter of NFL Football Follies High School Edition, the score, the Shannon Red Raiders 10, the Pontotoc Warriors 10. The fourth quarter and the battle for the postseason will be back right after this.
Shannon Red Raiders 10.
Welcome back. It is third down and 7. McLovin throws the screen, got a man, breaks 1, cannot break 2. Number 82 does get 4, setting up a 4th and 3. Number 82 on the reception. Alex Metcalf. He had a big game tonight. Metcalf called his name but 2 or 3 times tonight for big plays. Interesting call here. They punt it, and it's a smart call, John.
I'm about to agree with you on that, Clint, because, you know, both offenses have not moved consistently. Let's pin them back, and let's try to play the field position battle, and let's wait for somebody to make a mistake.
Here we go, John. 4th and 3. Looks to be a punt forthcoming. It will be just that. Good set off, booming punt. Fair catches it at about the 6-yard line. They'll call it the 8. I would say if he doesn't catch it, it probably bounces in the end zone.
I believe it would, Clint. And that was another very fine punt.
A line drive.
And that's usually what a return man. That's usually what you want is that kind of line drive. But he didn't have much of an opportunity though.
No, he didn't. But that's when you want those quick punts, light hang time, have the potential really to do something with the ball. 11 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in this one. It's been a defensive classic, a football folly thriller. 9 turnovers and a kicker pull to Charlie Brown. First down and 10, it's the quarterback. Keeper breaks free. He's to the 30-yard line for he's hit hard. Holy cow, man, what a hit. He has bounced off the turf.
The Red Raiders didn't see that one coming, Clint.
Nobody saw it.
They had him fooled all the way on that one.
And that is the biggest play of the game by far for Art on the ground, a pickup of 21.
Which we watched several Warriors games, and that's something they don't do a whole lot, is run hard like that.
Yeah, you don't see Art keep the ball very much. He is not, but he took a hit and he keeps on ticking, man. He's like Timex. Hands it off up the middle, plows ahead, and John Hall is wrestled down after a gain of about 4. Second down and 6.
They're going to try the old ground and pound there, Clint. The Warriors are. Keep it on the ground. Let's play a little field position. Let's get down there. Let's get some points, and let's play some defense.
10:25 remaining in this contest. The winner goes to the postseason guaranteed. The loser plays the waiting game because you're possibly, maybe eliminated. There he is, Dante Freeman. Plows ahead and picks up 2. We'll set up a 3rd down and about 5 yards to go, John.
Pretty safe to say the only way the loser's going to be able to get the playoff game is to buy a ticket. Just like the rest of us.
Just like the rest of us. I can probably get in free with a media pass.
Hey.
You know, we've had some great games this year, John. At one point, it was 3 overtime games in a row. The streak was broken by a last-second incomplete pass.
By the Bruce Trojans against Calhoun City Wildcats.
And then we've seen a blowout, and now we're here.
Now we're seeing this.
We could get back on our overtime ways.
Hey.
Just you know why. The old overtime ways. Ard under duress, breaks 1, cannot break 2, picks up a yard though, setting up a 4th and about 3 yards, maybe 4 for Will Ard. And it will be punt time, possibly. Will they go for it? They're looking like they may go for it here. No, they won't. They thought they made the smart decision, John, with 9-10 remaining in the football game.
And you see Will Ard every time they call him off the point, you see him, just slap his hand, stomp his foot or something in just disgust.
It's been a battle of field position, John, and both teams been able to get to about the 40 in the drive stall.
Yeah.
The block is coming. It's a line drive punt. Whoa. That takes an interest. That thing went through like 10 defenders and gets out to the 21 in Pontotoc. A good punt there, John, for about 35 yards.
It's like he was putting the BB that time, Clint, the way it just slithered through all those people without touching anybody.
Nope, the 37-yard punt, the official number, where he's spotted at the 22, big punt. And Shannon with 8:46 to go. Both teams have 3 timeouts. We're at the point now, though, the possessions, the clock will become a factor in a game like this. How many more chances can you get, John?
It's getting you're about halfway, just about halfway through the 4th quarter, getting halfway.
We're halfway there.
We are halfway there. And somebody needs to get something moving, Clint. One way or the other.
One way or another. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you there.
I think they're counting on, both teams are counting on the other team to mess up.
Which has not been something that we are accustomed to seeing.
So they're going to play very I guess you could say, very defensive offense
11.
to say, hey, somebody's going to screw up. It's not going to be us.
Thanks, John Madden. 5-yard penalty on the false start.
He was like, boom, boom, boom.
He's like, boom, that's a little defensive offense, man. Brett Favre. I love Brett Favre. You know, you cut off both his arms and both his legs, he should be the best torso in football. I mean, I love Brett Favre.
You're a lot bigger Brett Favre fan than I am, I'll tell you that.
Brett Favre. Just the name, Brett Favre. They should change it to Favre down instead of Force down. Just replace the number 4 with Favre. Second down and Favre now. Second down 11. Drops back in the pocket. Cox, the lefty, throws it deep. Got him in! Intercepted. Oh, my goodness gracious alive. Can you believe it? Number 6, Jonathan Elsey. I can't believe he caught it. I thought it was going to be a catch, and he hauls it in for the interception. The 10th turnover of the night.
What did we say?
You can't make mistakes.
You know, what did we
Shannon
say?
just did, man.
We're waiting on somebody else to make a mistake.
Jonathan Elsey, holy Toledo, man, what a catch.
If you're the Warriors, you got to get something going here. We've got to get something going.
The 10th turnover of the night.
You got to make them pay.
First down and 10 for Pontotoc. They're throwing 45. The quarterback, Willard, goes back to work in the gun with a 2x2 and a running back on his right hip. Drops back in the pocket. Willard will keep him. Hold the phone. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Don't tell me we have another false start, man. Don't tell me.
Yeah, I hate to tell you, John, but it looks to me like it's going to be a false start,
Man.
a 5-yard. No, hold the phone. What is that flag, John?
Clint, I don't know.
Let me think about it for just 1 second.
That's one you don't see very often.
Illegal participation.
Oh.
Somebody came off the field. That's a 15-yard penalty. When the ball was snapped, a player came onto the field, causing a disruption. Somebody rounded the field after the ball was snapped. That's a personal foul, 15 yards, illegal participation. That is something I have never seen happen in high school football or college football. I've called maybe 100 games. I've never seen that happen. It's unbelievable. I've been a part of 100 broadcasts. I'm not personally called on it, but I've been a part of a lot of broadcasts, John. Never seen illegal participation. That's the equivalent of a guy running on the ball court making the tackle. It's unbelievable.
Somebody basketball court making a tackle?
Yeah.
I think he ought to have his head checked for that, don't you, Clint?
Yeah.
Tackling in basketball, they usually frown on that.
It's not illegal. It's just frowned upon. Handoff. No, it's the keeper. It is hit hard, and he'll be brought down for a 2-yard loss.
That's something else I want to say, Clint. I've said it before, but I want to say it again. Ard is just taking way too many hits. Not only in this game, but all season long, he is just taking some hard hits. That you just don't want your quarterback getting in that much trouble.
You're exactly right, John. You don't want to put him in a bad spot. You want to give him the opportunity to throw the football, protect him, and to be healthy when he does. Ard drops back in the pocket, pumps, looks, sees holding on the play. He takes another hit, puts it on the turf. Will this be turnover number 11? Yes.
Yes, it sure will. Wow.
Holding against Pontotoc, there's decline.
Just when this game couldn't have got much weirder, Clint. We were fooled again.
First and 10, Shannon.
And we got the
From their own 40-yard line.
We got the Warriors. They're getting lined up. The Red Raiders, they want to talk about it for just a minute. This is their golden opportunity, I believe, Clint, to try to put some points on the board and try to take over this game.
And just like that, John, turnovers. 11 turnovers tonight. It's been one of the unbelievable ones.
Shades of the Blunder Bowl, Clint.
You got that right. Love it. He's got a man. Incomplete. Great defensive play there by Elsey.
Oh, you're exactly right.
He closes the gap, sticks the hand, cuts in front of him. It's so easy to get the pass interference. Jonathan Elsey with an unbelievable play, John.
And Clint, you said a mouthful right there. I mean, that was just a beautiful pass, but that was just great defense. That's all you can say about it.
That's the third time tonight Elsie has closed the gap to deflect the pass. He's got one pick. No matter what happens, Jonathan Elsie could be my player of the game tonight, man. That's just unbelievable.
Can't coach speed, Clint.
You can coach it. That play picks up 2, setting up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
But both teams are playing, you know, they're both, well, like I said, they're both taking their shots, but their shots are just not connecting.
3rd down and 8 yards. Hey, we know people are watching. I just got a text from the head coach of ICC.
You're serious.
Said we had a great broadcast. He enjoyed listening to us.
Wow. We appreciate that.
3rd down, 8 yards to go. Drops back in the pocket. Lovin sheds one. He goes down for the sack. Sets up a 4th and 11 with 6:50 remaining. The defenses have been unbelievable. And as my dad would say, one of his favorite lines, points are at a premium, John.
There's no doubt about that, Clint. I mean, we have not had any scoring in the second half. Most of the scoring occurred in the first quarter, as a matter
You're
of fact.
exactly right. I think, if not all of it.
We haven't had a score in a very long time.
Oh, I thought he had a chance at it. Fair catch. He does it at the 35 by number 11, Jaron McKenzie. 6:22 remaining in this one. 11 turnovers, a Charlie Brown kick moment. And with 6:22 to go, it's 10-10.
And over the shoulder punt return catch. We've seen it all, Clint.
We've seen it all, man. We have seen it all this season. And this over the season, man, we have seen some unbelievable plays.
Oh, man. I'll never forget that game with the New Albany North Pontotoc game.
The block kick.
The block kick and just a catch in stride. I've never seen that before in my life, Clint.
Unbelievable. Ard under duress goes down for the sack. He'll lose multiple yards. Number 2, Josh Foster credited with the sack.
I like to know how many sacks they've gotten on Ard. I'm gonna say at least 4, if not more.
4. That may be number,
if not more.
You got that right. Now it's 2nd down and 18 now with 5:55 remaining in this ball game, John. What a game, what a game, what a game.
Oh, it's been a whale of a game, Clint. I'm glad we had the opportunity to call it tonight.
Me too. I couldn't end the season on a better note. Ard drops back, throws it, incomplete. Hits the water cooler. Waldrop. It appears to be okay. The cooler appears to be okay,
He
John.
spit in the cooler. He spit in the cooler.
You know, it's got to be Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Gatorade's better.
Not only Gatorade better, it quenches your thirst better.
It does. It quenches your thirst. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. That movie's a classic, man. 5:42.
Oh, man. Foosball?
Foosball. Play action under duress. It's a screen pattern. He's got Hall. Got a one-on-one matchup. He may have 6. Hall to the 40. Hall across midfield for he wrestled down. I thought he had opportunity for 80. Instead, he does get the first down. A pickup of 42 yards.
The last man that could have got him, got him.
He's up to the 47. Officially a 38-yard reception.
And that's one of the bigger plays tonight, especially for the Warriors, Clint.
It's huge, John. It's 3rd and 19. It's punt time. Instead, they are rejuvenated with 5:35 remaining in the contest. Ard goes in the gun with 2 running backs and 2 wide receivers. Top of your screen, man-on-man coverage with Jalen Farr at the bottom. It'll be a handoff, and he probably should have kept it, but somehow, some way, Freeman hit 3 yards down the line, picks up 1, and makes negative play into a positive one.
And Clint, let's see if the Warriors can cash in this time. You got to know that's what's on their minds right now, is just getting some kind of points. Their defense is playing lights out. Get some points, and that could be your ball game with under 5 minutes left.
You're exactly right, John. The next one who scores may win. 4:50 remaining in the contest. They run into each other. Can you believe it? I was like, oh, John Hall hit him. His head went back.
He hit his own man.
That's unbelievable,
He
John.
crushed his own man and still made a first down.
And all of a sudden, Pontotoc is becoming a big play warrior. Chief Osceola.
They have been given new life, Clint.
All the way down to the 37. They have a kicker who can kick it. He is Charlie Brown one tonight, but he's also made one as well.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, I saw him hit one from 45, Clint, so he's got range on him.
He's got range. R drops back in the pocket. Looks, sees, throws it. Got a man. It's Waldrop incomplete. Oh, my goodness gracious alive. He had him. He had him and he couldn't hang on.
That was unexcusable right there, Clint. That was just...
Ard was behind, or Waldrop was behind the defense.
That was unexcusable right there, Clint. You have got to catch that ball. You
They
have
had
got
it.
to catch the ball.
Waldrop's got to stretch out
that.
for that one.
You have got to help your quarterback.
Ard just missed. It's a little bit of both. I will say it's a wide receiver era. Oh, my goodness gracious. The booth nearly fell down on that play. It will be 2nd down and 10. They took their shot. Will they go back to the ground with trips to the top of the screen, man? Here we go. You know what we hadn't ran all night, man? You know what we hadn't done all night?
What's that?
A spider 2-wide banana. And with 4:22 remaining in the ball game, they'll take a timeout. Pontotoc will take it with them. 10-10. We'll be back right after these words for the conclusion of this ball game. Clint Gannon, John Barnett on the call. This is TV7 football 10-10. Pontotoc Shannon. Big plays galore. Ard calls his own number and plows ahead for 7. Maybe 8. 3rd down and a big 2 yards. Field goal range is here. You said he made it from 45 from this very spot. It's a 45-yard field goal, John.
But it's a little different when you've got people in your face, you got other players on the field. It's one thing to make them when you're just you and your snapper and your holder.
They'll say at the 29, hold the telephone. Timeout, Shannon. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 3, perhaps. 3rd and 2 around that neck of the woods. Shannon takes a timeout.
Maybe a long 3.
A long 3.
Two,
a long 2, a short 3. Call it what you will, John. And, hey, they take a timeout. We'll take it with them with 3:55 remaining in the contest. We'll be back right after this. .355 remaining in this one. 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Handoff on the right side. Hall, he gets the numbers, and he actually plows ahead, does the old hurdle, and he should have enough for the fresh 4.
John Hall, the ball carrier.
Nothing yet, Clint. Let's see.
We wait on the official word. It's going to be close, man.
I've been watching the chain gang down there, and they are not moving.
They're going to measure.
They're going to measure.
They're going to measure.
I see the ref right now.
It's hard to tell where they are compared that across the field.
So, you know, they're all the way across the field, and we're at an angle. It's hard to tell sometimes. We try to give the best information we can.
Did he have it, John? I'm going to say he's got it. I'm going to say it's close, but I'm going to say he's got it.
Bad close. I'm inclined to agree with you, Clint.
We can't tell. They can't tell.
They're steadily moving the ball, aren't they, Clint?
We're still waiting. They have still not made a call.
Wow.
This is unbelievable.
Closer than we thought.
They're going to say 4th. They haven't made an official call yet. And the referee is supposed to turn around and make the official call. If you're holding the chains, you're saying it's 4th and literally.
That much.
Okay, that's a first down, John. You know?
I don't think so, Clint. I don't know.
That ball is on the line. Put the camera on the ball, man.
That's what we got this thing for.
Oh, we missed it. Never mind. We still have not got an official call. It's going to be fourth and about
They're
an
going to call it
inch.
fourth down.
I mean, fourth and like 2. I'm a little surprised the referee did not give us an official call.
No.
The fans were kind of waiting in limbo, as were we.
He didn't know either.
I mean, look, the yard line and the sticks are they're at the same place. False start.
Oh, my God.
Holy cow, what a difference an inch
Wow.
makes.
Start against the Warriors.
And that's a 5. So fourth, and which arguably could have been a first down. I thought he got it. They're saying he's
Now
short.
spotted at the 32-yard line.
Wow.
Down.
Well, there's no question about it now.
Fourth down and 6.
5 yards back. I mean, man, that,
Do you attempt the field goal, John?
man, Clint, I don't know.
How much faith do you have?
Indecisive.
If you make it, you'll probably win the game.
Well, they're going to talk about it. Let's see what they
4th and 5. Interesting play
What's the
call
Warriors-
coming your way, John.
see what the Warriors want to do here.
The kicker from here is a 49-yard attempt. The 5 yards just really cost you.
Yeah, but I'm going to say go for it. I'm going to say that quarterback fake has been working for you tonight. Why not run that?
You and I'm running the
What is
deep
it?
ball. I'm going for the jugular.
You'll go for it?
I want to throw the ball down the field because you're going to have man coverage.
You sound like me now. I'm usually the aggressive one.
Yeah.
Aggressive
You're
play
going to
caller.
have man coverage, and with
But boy,
3:32 to go.
your receiver sure hadn't proved they can make a clutch catch, though. There's a problem with that.
That's true. Maybe run those outs, the two receivers on the outside run post, and the two inside guys run L outs as the sticks and get a first down. But see, they're playing safety over the top. Sprint to the bottom of the screen. Look, sees Ard. Hit as he thrown it, incomplete. And that play never had a chance, to say the least.
It never got developed, did it, Clint?
It never got developed. They ran to the short side of the field. Just poor development by Ard there on the play with 3:26 to go. But really, John, with 3:26 to go, tied 10-10, you can't kick it. You
No.
can't punt it.
What do you do?
There's not really a great play call based on what their offense
no.
they would produce thus far. So
No, that's true. I mean, you're
I don't
almost
like
in no
that play
situation.
call per se, but
I don't either.
I don't hate it.
I don't
I've
like the
hated a lot.
rollout.
There's a lot of play calls you say you don't like. I don't hate it.
I didn't like that bootleg rollout like that.
If I'm rolling bootleg, I'm rolling to his strong side, where he's had roll to the top, pull far over the top, hit him.
Especially the way where you've got plenty of room to go.
Yes, Pontotoc has one timeout remaining. Hand off to Stubbs, and he is stuffed at the original line of scrimmage for a gain of nothing. 3:18 to go, John.
And I wouldn't think you'd be playing for overtime right now if you were Shannon. I would like to see him be a little more aggressive and try to score. Let's go ahead and end it.
Timeout.
Got a Raider slow to get up. And they're going to make him go to the sidelines, it looks like.
This is interesting right here.
If they're in that again, we'll probably go under rib thigh.
We got 72 going out, 55 coming in for the Red Raiders.
Thanks for the substitution call, partner. Good job. That was a really good job. Second down, 10 yards to go, 3:12 remaining in this contest, 10-10 game.
Over, over.
And it's been unbelievable, man.
Over, show
It's been a
Show
classic,
six,
Clint.
show six.
It has been every bit of it. Handoff up the middle, plows ahead. Two quarterbacks, Cox and Lovin. It looked like the running back had a false start on the play. They don't call it. He was
Yeah.
moving forward at the line of scrimmage at the snap.
Well, they sure have caught a lot of them on Pontotoc, those false starts tonight, Clint, I'll tell you that. But,
You got that right, partner. Third down, 5 yards to go. The coaches are calling the plays. 2:45 remaining in this affair.
On the Shannon 38-yard line.
And what affair has it been, man?
It has been a
A lot of shifting.
barn burner tonight.
They are shifting all the way around.
Got a wildcat.
It's going to be a hand. Number, holy Toledo man.
Oh!
Jaron McKenzie with the clothesline of the night.
And he is shaking up, Clint.
And the man with no name is down for the standing 8.
He is shaking up.
Get Jerry down there, good showing out. Get his ass over there.
Injury timeout on the field.
It's a first down. McKenzie and the shuffle lost the down and distance.
All right, they win.
Like he might have lost his air too, Clint. that was just a ferocious hit.
McKenzie, a little celebrating a little too much, I would say. It's a good hit though. His coach is telling him, you need to calm down, sir.
That's
and you hate when a guy goes down like that.
4 there. We can be over, not 4. I don't want that same
Let's
ball out there.
let's take us a break, Clint. What do you say?
We'll take a break, John, with 2:28 remaining. Be back right after this. First down, 10 yards to go, 2:17 remaining. It is a fair, John, 10-10. Pontotoc, Shannon. Shannon with their last-ditch effort, perhaps.
Go, Pat.
And they are trying to get set up here to get it off just. There's a flag on the play, false start. McKenzie is hyped up, man.
Timeout.
Boy.
Timeout.
We're going to say
they're gonna get
timeout
They must
before
have
the
timeout
flag.
off. That was just mass confusion right there, Clint. I mean, that's the only thing you can say about that on Shannon's behalf. They just had absolutely no idea what they wanted to do that time.
You're exactly right, John. And with 2:05 remaining, let me talk to you for a moment, John Barnett.
Sure.
This is a big situation right here because if you get one more first down, you perhaps end the game to overtime.
Yeah.
Because Pontotoc only has one timeout. You only have one timeout. If you get in field goal range, you can make a game-winning kick. Your punter was injured earlier, but he's been pretty good ever since then, Hunter Robbins, who's also the kicker. Both teams were being effective running the football or in throwing the football, doing anything really second half. They've had moments. They've had sparks.
Yeah.
But once they got to the 30 and the 40, they've been stagnant.
Especially Pontotoc.
Yeah,
Shannon hadn't. Shannon, they're still in the locker room on offense, especially.
Yeah, it will be interesting, John. Maybe overtime is the best chance to see some points scored. We say that Lovin's got a man. Incomplete. Incomplete. They're going to say that ball's live. They're going to say that ball's live. He's to the 40. He's still moving. Holy cow, John. They say that ball is live. I say it was incomplete.
I do too, Clint.
On the play.
I don't agree with that, but
They're going to say that was a fumble.
That was a live ball. I don't see how, but
Oh, my goodness gracious, folks.
we're not showing any favoritism at all. But, I mean, it looked like to both of us that was an incomplete pass.
Did he make a football move?
If he did, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either, but nevertheless, the 12th turnover of the night goes in favor of the Warriors. $1:47 remaining. 12 turnovers, folks. That's more turnovers than points by either team. Ard keeps it. And he gets out of bounds after a pickup about 8. $1:40 to go. They have one timeout remaining.
I know, I'm sitting up here thinking, get your butt out of bounds right now. You've done all you can do. You know, we don't want to get this far in the game and get our quarterback hurt.
Second down and 2 yards to go, $1:40. One timeout for each team. A 12 turnover affair. That's averaging 3 a quarter, one every 4 minutes in this game. Hand off to John Hall. It's a keep. Ard keeps it. Actually gets barely back to the line of scrimmage. May have fell forward for a half a yard. Sets up a big 3rd and 2. Clock is ticking, John.
It sure is, Clint. We're down to just mere seconds left in this game. Just
Mere
under a minute and a half, and
$1.15 left in this one. 3rd and 1. R drops back. It's a fumble. The old empty hand, and he just falls on it. There's the old empty hand, John.
well, I'm going to say, you know, it's a cool night, damp night. That ball's probably getting pretty slick out there. They've been, you know, subbing in footballs a lot, but you're still getting you got to put the ball on the ground. Still getting a slick football, and I believe that's just what happened. It just went back and just slipped out of his hand.
It's the old empty hand. If the hand comes forward empty, it's a fumble.
Yeah,
but hey, that's a smart play though by Will Ard, because if you try to pick it up, you try to make something happen, you could possibly give the game away.
And you're going to get crushed for one thing, and for another thing, you know, like I said, you're going to have potential to lose the ball again and lose the game.
Lose the game and lose the playoffs. 1 minute to go. 1 minute and 6 seconds. They added 6 seconds to the clock. They're going to punt the football now. 4th and about 8. Shannon uses a timeout. That should be their final timeout. Set on the board, 1 timeout remaining, and they use one. They have not taken it off.
We've been talking about that, Clint. It look like they're going to play for overtime right now. I do believe.
Shannon used the timeout. They want a chance.
Yeah.
Hey, put Harper on the other side.
Here we go, John. How big would a big punt return be right here for the Red Raiders?
Oh, that might be the ball game, Clint.
Will they take a chance? 12 turnovers tonight. That's the only fumble they put on the ground they haven't lost, and that was probably a good thing. They bring the heat. It doesn't get there. A high, short punt, but it takes a huge, he picks it up. He picks it up to the 40. He makes a man miss. Can you believe it? To the 48-yard line. Shannon is excited. Holy cow.
What a gutsy play right there.
He picked it up off the second bounce, a la Christian Jones of Alabama.
I'm reminded of the line in Major League, Clint, where Willie Mays Hayes makes a basket catch, and the manager says, great play, don't ever do it again. That's what I'd be telling the returner. That was a nice play, don't ever do that again.
Don't ever do it again. And we were a moment from overtime. They have no timeouts. They have a kicker who's made 1, but he's possibly injured. Here we go. Lovin is the quarterback. 5 wide receivers. Trips to the bottom, 2 up top. First down and 10 yards to go at their own 47. Puts on the turf, picks it up. Throws an out pattern, got a man at Seals. Seals cuts it upfield, takes a monstrous hit. It is no huddle time, 42 seconds to go. They got 7 yards, maybe 6, but they're using a lot of time, John.
They're dragging out there.
5 wide again, 30 seconds remaining. Lovin drops back, under the rest, throws an out pattern, got a man incomplete, bounced off his hands. If he catches it, he's got a first down and then about 5 more and he scoots out of bounds. 26 seconds to go, John.
I think I'm just as frustrated as the coaches are on all these darn drop passes, Clint.
They had the guy in open.
They're killing me, Clint. Both teams are killing me. Nice drop passes.
Quarterback substitution. Cox comes in the game. If you complete it past the sticks, the clock does stop. 26 seconds to go when they snap it. Clock is moving. Quarterback run. Nobody saw it coming. Cox is still on his feet. Cox down to the 30. He plowed over a defender at the 38-yard line. 19 ticks. He needs to run up and spike it.
Down the ball.
They haven't set the ball ready for a play yet. They will. Here comes the spike. He does it.
Yeah.
3 seconds off the clock, 16 ticks remaining.
You gotta tell them we gotta go nickel with black.
10 to 10. At the 30-yard line, John, 47.5-yard field goal, but it's on the north side of the 30. Whoa, Nelly,
that
man.
punt return has just breathed new life into the Red Raiders. I mean, just dormant offense tonight, Clint. But they're hyped up now.
We are maybe running out of time here. They're doing a quarterback change. 10 seconds. Can they get the play off? What is the lineman doing? They're jumping up and down. Holy cow, they got it off. He slips. That will end the game, perhaps. 10 seconds. The offensive linemen for Shannon were celebrating, and it could cost them the game. 3, 2.
He dragged out again. He got it.
2 seconds, Hail Mary time. The offensive linemen were celebrating for Shannon, unaware.
They're so busy trying to get the crowd pumped up that they're taking their mind off their job. And if I were the coach, I would be handing it to them,
Nearly a delay of
man.
game. They have no timeouts, 20 seconds.
Man, this has been some sloppy play tonight, Clint. This has been one of the sloppier games we've seen all season, man.
Here we go, John, 2 seconds. They'll take a shot here to the end zone. Everybody's back deep. Drops back. No, they throw the quick pattern. And that's nearly pick 6.
That would have been your ball game right there. We never would have had no overtime.
Congratulations, the score, the Pontotoc Warriors 10, the Shannon Red Raiders 10.
The coach threw his visor of Shannon about 15 yards. He is highly ticked off, John. They throw an out pattern with 2 seconds to go. We'll exhale. We'll take a break, and we'll come back from overtime. The Gannon Classic lives on. A new streak begins as it did 1 year ago tonight. We'll take a timeout and be back for overtime right after this. Welcome back to Pontotoc. I'm Clint Gannon, he's John Barnett. And John, it's been an instant classic as we are in now overtime, 10-10, a scoreless second half, a near great punt return that resulted in possibly a game-winning play, hard fumbles, 12 turnovers, a Charlie Brown field goal that now would have won the game for you for Pontotoc.
Yeah.
What else can you ask for, John?
Well, we're about to find out here in just a few minutes in overtime. Clint, explain the overtime rules.
Well, we'll do
and to me too.
Well, John, they take over first down and 10 at the 10-yard line. There is no game clock. There's only a play clock. Each overtime, during the overtime, you get a timeout apiece. You have a chance to score a touchdown or kick a field goal, and then the other team goes on. Normally, if you win the toss, you elect to receive it. Pardon me, you elect to defer. That way you can play defense first, know what you got to get.
Know what you got to do.
After the third overtime, you have to get a 2-point conversion after the touchdown, just like in college football.
Very similar to college, except you start at the 10 in high school.
Start at the 10. Same rules. Each team will get one possession from the 10-yard line. And that is your overtime rules, brought to you by First National Bank in Pontotoc. And we'll see who gets the ball first. It appears Pontotoc will be on offense first, John.
And they're in a little bit of an unenviable position, Clint, because like you said, I agree with you 100%. I would like to play defense first.
Then we know what
I've got to do.
You gotta know what you got to do.
Know what I'm playing for.
That's it. But the second overtime, it switches. So
yeah,
if you'll be on defense this time, you'll be on offense the next time first.
If you make it that far.
If you make it, it rarely goes that far. As there is no game clock in overtime, each team gets a timeout. You score, you get the extra point, you hold them. The other team turns the ball over. If you turn the ball over, which is happened 12 times tonight, all the teams have to kick a field goal, John.
Well, yeah, that's what I got to do. I just line to kick a field goal.
It becomes sudden death at that point. Ard goes in the gun. Pistol formation, hand off to Hall, and he is upended. He gets 1, maybe 2. Second down and 8 yards to go to goal. They're going towards their field house. That's the one end zone they've scored in tonight. The out pattern to one Waldrop.
And there's only been, like I said, there's only been 2 total touchdowns in this game, Clint. It's been a slugfest.
Timeout Pontotoc. They will take their 1 timeout of overtime. We'll take it with them. We have an overtime thriller in Pontotoc. Shannon, the winner goes to the postseason. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, remind the safeties.
Welcome back. Overtime is upon us. The winner goes to the postseason. The loser will perhaps have to stay at home. No game clock, just a play clock. Ard, play action. Rose to his dominant side, throws the out pattern. Got him to the 1. There's that play I like, John. That's the one I wanted to run on 4th down. You roll him to his strong side and drag the receivers. They've had success doing that tonight. They do just that all the way down to the 1-yard line. Here we go.
Let's see if they can punch it in, Clint.
3rd down and goal to go. They have been scoreless since the 2nd quarter. The quarterback goes in the jumbo package. It'll be a handoff. Hall hit. No, he didn't get there.
Sure didn't.
Big decision now. Big decision upon us. You kick the field goal or go for it. 4th and 1. I think you got to kick this field goal, man. You got to kick it.
Coach, you're on the 1.
I like kicking the field goal, but if you go for a touchdown, I mean, your defense has played so well tonight.
If you go for a touchdown and don't get it, you lose.
Well, I mean, you know, like I said, your defense has played so well. You got to make a.
I want to make them score. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is good. 13-10. The field goal is good. Overtime number 1, part B, coming up next, folks. Here we go.
Same song, second verse. Man.
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Here we go. Overtime is upon us. Shannon, a Pontotoc to send it to overtime number 2. A touchdown would win it. A walk-off touchdown would win this game. What do you think, John?
Well, it's been so long since Shannon has scored a touchdown. We got to remember how to do it.
They scored on an 80-yard screen.
Yeah, and that was it.
That's it. They can make the field goal. We have seen them do it. They are in field goal range. They're bringing in Cox. He has been the running quarterback. Will he run it here, John?
Yeah, he's their bruiser, so you got to think up what to call his own number.
He runs it up, it breaks the gut to the 2 to the 1. Touchdown, Shannon, game over. Touchdown, Shannon, game over. On the first play of overtime, Kendall Cox runs it up the gut for 6. And the Shannon Red Raiders are officially in the postseason.
They have punched their ticket to the playoffs.
They have punched their ticket to the next round.
Now, how long a stay
they will be the number 3 seed, perhaps. But here's the kicker. Carmenth and Amory. If Carmenth defeats Amory tonight, Pontotoc makes it in as a 4 seed. If they lose, it goes to the tiebreakers to the Suits down in Jackson. And John Barnett in a game that has been the Blunder Bowl, 12 turnovers, a Charlie Brown kick. If it could have happened, it happened. But somehow, some way, Shannon wins this one in overtime. Give us your final thoughts, brought to you by Seafood Junction in Algoma.
Well, they punched their ticket, but how long a stay they're going to make is kind of suspect because, man, it has been some sloppy football. And you're a 2, I mean, you're a 3, so you're going to go to a 2's house. And
to Ripley.
You see what happened to Ripley. And
that matchup has already taken place earlier this year.
And it was not good for the Red Raiders, I don't believe, was it?
Pardon me, they haven't played Ripley this year.
That must have been Pontotoc that played them.
Yep, Pontotoc lost 35-7. John, what a game tonight, an overtime classic. They have to kick, I don't think they had to kick the extra point. They do.
I didn't either. I don't see why.
Me either. Give me your player of the game.
Well, man, so many good players. They played their hearts out. We're going to get a rough in the kicker. We're going to get a rough in the kicker.
You know what? We'll just call football our player of the game.
Yeah. I mean, both defenses.
Turnover.
You asked me about player of the game, and I am quite literally, I'm at a loss for words, man. I can't.
Well, John, I will say this. I'm going to give Jonathan Elsie player of the game on a losing effort. Played great football tonight. Elsie, a couple of deflections, a big interception, kept his team in it. Hey, this is it, John. This is our final game.
This is it, man.
We had a blast.
We sure hate that it's over. I'll tell you that.
We had a great game. We had a great time this season, a great game tonight. Give me your final thoughts for the season, John, as a 16-13 victory is about to go in the books, extra point pending.
Man, it's been a great one. We've saw some good games. Most of them have been overtime games. But we've had a great season. I know I've learned a lot. I hope the fans, the football fans of Channel 7 have enjoyed us. That's one thing I hope for, sincerely. As the fans, that's what matters. The fans had a good season.
And I think they did, man. I hope they did. It's my 3rd season.
We're fans ourselves.
We're fans.
We know we had a good season.
We had a good season. We were fans. We had a good season. I am thankful to be here. 3rd season with TV7. I'll see you in basketball season, folks. I'll be back calling some games in the old, in Shannon, perhaps Pontotoc, Oklahoma, that area.
When you hear us again, it'll be
on the hardwood.
Calling some hoops action.
It'll be calling some hoops. Well, John, as we wait for the final kick, I just want to say thank you to the Morgans. You know, they've given me an opportunity here over 3 years to bring high school football, basketball, and baseball to the hearts and minds, the living rooms, bedrooms, and outdoor kitchens of the 350,000 people in our coverage area. We're thankful for each and everyone to tune in, man. It's been awesome.
Oh, man, yeah. And I feel like I just come off the street, started helping doing this. I've done a little bit of everything this season, but I appreciate the Morgans for giving me that opportunity and
they're
just
wonderful
being
people.
patient with me. And I appreciate that a whole lot.
Yep, thanks to all the wonderful sponsors made this season fantastic. Man. Hunter's Hollow, Johnson's Furniture, Seafood Junction, Algoma, First American National Bank, First Bank of Pontotoc, the Pharmacy, Stouts Carpet, Adair Carpet. You can go on. ICC Northeast. We are just thankful.
Seafood Junction.
So you can't forget Seafood Junction. We're thankful they were along with us this season. Hope they come back next year. It's been one of those, John, that you really can't put a price on. It's been a great year. And they're still talking over what to do.
Kick this extra point. I don't see the use in it, be honestly. I mean, they don't do this in college. They don't do it in pros.
There's no rhyme or
reason
in the rule book to kick this extra point.
But I guess with the points,
am I right? Yeah, that's why the Pontotoc coaching staff just give us the nod that they should not be kicking this extra point. You can't lose the game. That's why you don't kick it. Because if you block it and run it back, you lose 16-15.
Yeah, the game's over.
It's over.
I mean, it's over. But, you know.
And the only way you can run it back is if you catch it in midair, like what happened in the what game was that?
It was North Pontotoc and
North Pontotoc and New Albany. You got to catch it in midair and complete the stride. That's the only time I've ever seen that happen. Because you can't return a block.
That once in a lifetime deal right there. I don't think that's going to happen twice.
Me either.
But,
well, I mean, we're going to keep it right here, man. We keep it here to the final whistle, and we haven't heard it, perhaps.
We're not going to leave you hanging.
And I'm a little surprised by this. It's been a great night, great season. Steve and Chris back in the studio. Special thanks to you, man. You've made this wonderful as well. This is one of those awkward moments. What do you say, John? We're kind of waiting to go home, and it's kind of just sitting here. I've never seen a delay this long.
I can think of is, you know, how the points count. The points you score count. Maybe that's the only reason they won't do it.
That is it. The points for the playoffs. This is what this is for.
That's the one thing I can think of.
But still, though, this is not a rule to pick.
The game is over.
The game's over. Shannon wants to kick it. Because Shannon would be in a three-way tie if everybody is calling us. They're trying to get as many points as possible, you would think.
I guess so.
And Coach Brown is saying, this is not even supposed to happen.
The only thing I can remember back many years ago when I was a youngin', we played at Oklahoma. We played at North Pontotoc one year, and it got down. We scored a last-minute touchdown. We were up like 40-6 or something like that. And we lined up to do the extra point, and they called it off. I mean, it was at the very last second. But like I said, it didn't happen like this. I mean, but they just called it. You know, they just called it right.
They will kick it
because it's not necessary.
They will kick it. Shannon wants that point.
Are they going to kick it? They're not. They're going to go for two. It looks like.
What? They're going to knee it. After all that, Shannon elects to knee it. You got to be kidding me, man.
Oh, my goodness. That was the absolute weirdest thing I think I've ever seen, Clint.
Fella, and the Blunder Bowl, what would you expect? 12 turnovers, a Charlie Brown kick, a need extra point. I've seen it all this season, folks, and we thank you once again. For Steve and Chris, for Bill Morgan, for the Morgan family, for TV7, for MetroCast, for John Barnett, the Butcher. I'm Clint Gannon saying, Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Thank you for tuning in to my third season on TV7. We hope to be back with you for basketball season just around the corner. You hear those hardwood popping. Thank you, good night, and God bless. This is TV7 Football.